Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday, TGIF. So glad you're with us tonight. We got 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and this is just the start of what is promising to be an incredible weekend ahead. Let me tell you what's happening tonight. Tonight is really cool. We've got really what I would call kind of like our all-star cast here. And it really is going to be top. We've seen some of these items before, but they are best sellers. I'm talking about Blue Wing Block D in the signature ring. The best value, the best ring overall. We also have, it's back, the 2-carat 43 diamond ring. It is the 6-stone band. It is the most incredible value in diamonds we have ever had here on this show. That's here. It's back. Now, it's also last call. It's last quantities. It's last chance. It's last chance at all. I would be very surprised if we were able to make this again, but remember, it's not about making it again as much as it is about the last call at this price tag, and nobody wants to see a higher price than what they've seen before, because that just doesn't make sense. So we've got a very special way to get the 40 pointers. This is the, if you just by chance have not seen this, it is the 40-point individual 6-stone diamond band. So each one is up and over 40 points at least. You've got the incredible 2.5 carats almost in diamonds. It is wearable. It is stackable. It is a great style for one and all. So I hope that you will have a last chance. We have no rose gold, but I do have white and yellow in very limited quantities because we were able to make a few more. So it's going to be just what we have here. Last call in this ring, last call at this price tag. Also, in diamonds, we have diamond stiletto drop earrings that are fabulous. We have a yellow diamond in a beautiful pear shape. This yellow diamond is stunning. It's a carat 70. And this is a great way to go because it's going to look like a 2-carat. You've seen 2 carats, just about, let's see, it wasn't even 24 hours ago. It was actually about 22 hours ago. We saw a 2-carat diamond. It was still about $9,000. So let me get you a carat 70, save you a whole lot of money on that yellow diamond, as well as blowout wheels that we have. Amazing. Okay, this stone, I don't want to give away all the secrets here, but I got to tell you, this might as well be a 5-carat diamond. It's not. We've never had a 5-carat white diamond, but that's what it actually, doesn't it look bigger? Probably has something to do with the incredible halo around it. So we've got a very special piece that looks like a diamond. It is not. It may actually be, well, it is more rare. So we'll talk about that as well. Boy, that's a great looking ring right there. I just tell you, this is an incredible show. Do not move a muscle tonight. If you have requests, get those in. Most of what we're going to see now, everything is either one of a kind or limited in quantities where we can only offer what we have here made up, ready to go in a certain amount of gold color. So it's not going to last, I can tell you that. Are you ready to see what's first? It's actually a stone we don't see very often at all. We actually have a really special Iolite. And I shouldn't have told you because you would have thought it was a Blue Wing Block D, but of course, that's really the beauty of really good Iolite. That's what we're seeing here. A very special stone indeed. It's item number 1122433. And again, welcome into Friday night. So glad you're with us. Honored to have your company tonight as we kick off what is promising to be one of the more memorable shows that we have ever had for you. It is our 263 marquees cut Iolite. I'm actually going to come in a little closer. I was looking at a lot of different pieces here on camera before the show. So let's actually get you a little closer, a more intimate look at this beautiful marquees cut Iolite. What do you think of that? 2-carat 63. Indeed it is. It's a great size. It doesn't look like either, well, it would either be a royal blue sapphire with a hint of purple, or it looks like an incredible Tanzanite. You know, we have the best of the Tanzanites, those Blue Wing Block Ds that are so fabulous. Well, this really is that look. But the deal is this. We don't see a lot of Iolites for this reason. Usually it's really tough to get an Iolite in a really nice color. And this one is. So you get to get an idea of what a good Iolite looks like because, again, I always like to talk about they're kind of known as the water sapphire. That's what they're nicknamed as because they do almost look like washed out, watered down sapphires is usually what they look like, where they're very almost like hazy. They look a little bit like a watercolor where you see, you know, watercolors are very light, and that's kind of it may be very difficult if you're a painter or if you've ever worked with watercolors, you know that it can be very difficult to get consistency in your color. Therefore, it's very difficult. You also, again, you see a little more lighter color. That's what a lot of Iolite looks like. We're not interested in bringing that to you, but this one fits the bill. So it's our white gold only. It does stay as is in the white gold. It's our 263 as mentioned, and then you do have that 23 points in diamond weight. That's actually going to be, think of it like little chevrons. Imagine 3 wonder rings stacked on either side of your Iolite, as you see right there and right there. And let me show you on the hand. And still, I like that it's a deep color, but still not overly saturated. That's isn't that the game we play with gemstones so often, where it's just that you're looking for that perfect Goldilocks moment or opportunity where you don't want too light a saturation, but you also don't want it to go overboard. So here we are with that. Speaking of overboard, and we've talked about water, watercolor, water sapphires. Well, it's also the stone, of course, famously known as the stone that helped the Vikings navigate, right? That's always what this stone's claim to fame is the way, yeah. So, you know, it's got a little history to it, right? But we're just going to give you a beautiful gem at a great price, and it's going to be on its way here in a hurry. It's our 263. It's supposed to be $29.99. Very fair when you consider that top quality Iolite and what they go for and how difficult they are to find. But you're getting a much better value than that, and we're going to make it, you know what, not even $9.99. I thought saving you $2,000 sounds good, but if I can save you more, never hesitate to call early, because that's what we're going to do tonight. Make sure every single piece that comes up here and graces our wheel is going to get a home, and you're going to be a part of that. And I think we're going to find something just perfect for everybody. And remember, you can always give us your request. There are new critter pieces as well, including something that I've never seen in jewelry and something that I really, really love. There was an audible and a rather loud audible gasp from myself when I saw one of our very cool brooch styles we have tonight. But anyway, this is not $9.99. I think it may be gone. I'll save you an extra $111 and we'll make it $8.88 instead. So a first caller situation, most things will be a single amazing piece, and that's going to be it. So let's see if Tim's getting that one, and our Iolite stays in the white gold, Tim, and it is gone. Congratulations. Good news. I got an aqua ready to go. So here it is. This is a beautiful new style, and I'm going to move the chain a little bit, but you are getting a chain with it for free. And look at that, aqua. So aqua blue beryl, but this has got a very special cut to it, and 112-7997. And welcome in. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. Well, aren't you two the kindest ladies in the world? Thank you. That's so kind. Tell you what, this is our Sierra Santa Maria. It's our platinum piece, and I'm going to face it up to your eye level, but this is a really cool checkerboard faceting. So not just an oval, it's giving you a checkerboard faceting all the way across the top. It's a good size bail. The length of the design here is the length of your bail. It's a 232 on the aqua. So you're getting a nice size aquamarine. Get ready for a big value. This is platinum, and the chain coming included with it is 18 inches, but adjustable as short as you'd like it to be. 2 points in diamonds right up top. They would be right up top on the upper left corner of your stone as you wear it. And then, of course, we've got that good size bail. This is a box link chain too, so really smooth and sleek. And of course, you can take that chain off and use it with other things as well. And so, are you ready for this? We're going to take a look at it here on the hand, and we're going to show you how beautiful a presentation this makes. Great finishing on the basket work, I must say, so it's going to sit really beautifully and even on the neckline. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Here's what it measures. And then get ready for this one to go on out of here. Look at that. That's a beautiful style. It's a little bit, I would say, just a tad more than 3/4 of an inch in length top to bottom. And yes, this is going to be the adjustability. It does have a spring ring closure. I've wound that extra extension. They've got it a little shorter than 18 inches, but you see that that's how you're actually going to extend it, shorten it as you wish. It's all about sliding the bead, okay? That's all you got to do is slide it and make it whatever exact length you need that day. Let's take a look at it on the neckline as well. Show you there what that's going to look like all together. What a beautiful color it is. And again, to be a little bit further away, to be against a deeper background, to see that color and in a lower light, better color that you see, that's important as well. So we'll get it back up close for you and get you a wonderful value on this Sierra Santa Maria. And you know, it's funny, we were wasn't it a request last night? I'm trying to think now. Who was it? It was a gentleman. I think it was Keith. Keith had made a request last night for an aqua pendant that we already had, and it was a pear shape. And I think it was still, I'm going to assume it was maybe just still a little bit out of range or budget, because it is remaining here. And this one actually would be a great choice, I think, for anybody who's been looking for aquas. When we think about aqua pendants we've had in the past, they do tend to be a little bit more on that $3,000 to $4,000 price range. I love that this one's not going to be, even though it's supposed to be at $39.99. We'll take it a lot lower than that. Only have just this fabulous one only, and we'll make it even easier than $39 or $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000. It's $9.99 as well. We're getting it under $1,000 on a platinum and aquamarine in that dazzling bright blue you see there. You see that great checkerboard faceting. The faceting within it is one thing, and then it's the checkerboard faceting on top as well that is helping to really illuminate the bright blues of that stone. So that's an important piece. So we'll have major top of the hours at 6 o'clock tonight. I know that sounds like a long way away. It's not. It'll fly by. We got a lot of one-of-a-kinds to entertain you with until then. But at 6 o'clock tonight, we see Oh gosh, do we want to do the band first or the Tanzanite first? Our signature Tanzanite is here, meaning signature mounting Tanzanite. That's about a 260, and then we also have that band, the 243 for the last time. This was a waitlist item. It was an item we could not get enough of the first time around. Well, we've been working ever since it sold out on its debut day to bring it back, and it's tonight for the final time. So we'll see that coming up as I'll leave it a surprise. Top of the hours are all going to be splendid, that's for sure. I can promise you that. And then we have something very special on the way. Oh yeah. Oh really? Stacy was like, Stacy, you manifested it. She said, I was thinking about Iolite and kyanite, which are very similar looks. And yes, she was thinking about them yesterday. Well, isn't that great? We have them here for you. Hey, Kathy in New York. She is with us as well. I was thinking about New York all day long today. So hey to our New Yorkers. You've got the aqua. Thank you so much. Now this one's fun. Here is something that also brings the purples that normally would not. Oh, this stone is like my dream. I love this stone, and I love that I've been really fortunate to be around it before because it's super rare, but these colors, these saturated levels are really above and beyond, and this is item number 112-6492. So congrats on the aqua pendant. Well done there. I do have a dragonfly that's brand new. So for my critter lovers, the gals and guys out there that like unique pieces, we've got them. And then a little special surprise coming up. I can't even take it anymore. I have to show it to you. Tony, I don't even know if you saw it before the show, but it may be my favorite piece of jewelry I've ever seen, ever, all time, but it's coming up. And let's get to 112-6492, which is our 204 private collection Scapolite, and it's about the deepest purple color we've seen as well to our Scapolites also. So you've got that going on, plus a 120 diamond weight. This is one of those favorite mountings, and this just looks fabulous. I'll tell you, this has got a great finishing on the inside, so don't worry about it being too heavy or uncomfortable at all because it is a wider dome style, that's for sure. But look at that. That's got some serious cutting. That is called a beautiful diamond faceting pattern. This is not a Portuguese cut round. It's more of a diamond brilliant round, meaning that diamond cutting. Obviously, it's sparkling like a diamond, but it's a rich, intense, regal purple color. So it's going to give you that great size. Now, this one's got a mark down. It stays in the white gold. So this is where, look at it. I love it. Does it feel like this one has more intense, like jam-packed diamonds than before even? For some reason it feels that way to me. I've seen this mounting a number of times. We do love it, but it feels like there's a little bit more, almost like a compact nature to the way the diamonds are really almost solid. I mean, there's very little space between them. It's got a beautiful smooth surface area. This has a huge diamond weight at 120. That's also impressive. We rarely see that. And you get the fabulous diamonds that are all bigger, I must say, but they are still varying in differing sizes. So that's cool too. Let's make this one. Okay, are you ready? I'm so excited for this. This was a $49.99 piece, and I think that's amazing when you consider how rare Scapolite is. Let me show it to you on the hand here so you can get a good idea. And it's not, yeah, I was wondering, is it because it's size smaller? No, it's a size 6 right now, and it says it's a 9. There's no way it's a 9. It's probably an upside down 9. It's a 6. But anyway, it's a really fabulous idea, and no, it is not going to be $49.99. And by the way, may I ask Tim who got the fabulous piece that started our show, the Iolite, from you? And then Jason, I'm going to ask you who got that beautiful aqua as well. I'd love to thank those of you who are right here at the beginning of our Club TVON. Yes. Hi, Kathy. So Kathy picked up the Iolite. What about you, Jason? Hi, Shirley. Shirley got the aqua. Thank you so much. And it's like, who's next? Who are we going to congratulate next on our Scapolite? It is so heavily discounted. Quick little FYI, if you ever wanted this mounting, get it for the mounting. You're getting a very rare stone. I don't think we've ever had a stone this rare in this mounting before, but it's worth it for the price of the mounting the way I'm pricing this right now. Promise you that. Promise you. It is going to be a good one. Do not wait. Whatever you do, you've got to be on the phone lines right here, ready to go now, because it is not going to be anywhere where it should. This mounting, when it first came out, I tell this story a million times because it's so poignant to me that to think about where gold has gone since then. And yet when this first came out, which was a good probably 2.5 years ago when this mounting was first debuted here, I had a longtime customer contact me because she had a big round that she bought from me loose many years ago. And she said, I just need that mounting. And I know it's your design. So do you think you can make the mounting for me and just send me the mounting? And we did, and it was $29.99 for the mounting by itself. No stone, because she has the stone at home already. So she didn't need the stone, she just needed the mounting, and it was perfect, and it was lovely, and I saw the finished amazing end result, and it looked great. But this is going to be better than $29.99 with one of the rarest Scapolites in the world, and that color is beautiful, and it's actually going to be Less than 29 by a mile. Come on in early. We have to keep that in the white gold, which I think looks lovely. Given, you see those bright flashes of bright, like, again, there's like a periwinkle and a bright pink and bright lights coming from that amazing stone. But also, here we go, $1,999 instead. And that is going to fly on out of here. It's $19.99 for just, it is the single most fabulous saturated scapolite we've had by far. You get this incredible brightness and look about it. I think the rounds with the rounds and the dome style, it's just all working. It really, really is. So $19.99 on that one if you'd like to get it. And then a very, oh gosh, I'm just so excited. This whole weekend ahead is going to be quite something. So this is just the kickoff to what is going to be a very special and important weekend here at TVON. So I encourage you to be with us as much as you can. And here we go. And oh, how nice it is. You know, it's, wait a minute. Now, I just had a message from a customer and she says, I'm wearing the 6-stone band right now and I love it, but I have to be honest, I didn't expect quite this quality for the price. Wait a minute. She said, I know this is TVON, but yeah. She thought we were going to cut corners on a big value. No, we do not. Oh, no, because it was our biggest diamond value ever, by the way, ever. It was our biggest diamond value. It still is. And so, yeah, it is that high a quality. And maybe you want to stack a couple. Maybe that's why I'm saying the band is back. You've heard about getting the band back together. Well, we already did that. We did all the work. We got the band back together. I only have a few left. As a matter of fact, I have a couple in white, but even fewer in yellow. So if you know this band I'm talking about, I'm actually going to slip it on because I want to put on the band because it'll be my last time wearing it. Oh, no. So I'm going to show you, and they're great to stack. They really do look beautiful together. They really, you would never think maybe a band this size, you're going to stack a couple. Well, I have, and I like it. So I'm wearing about 5 carats in diamonds right now. Look at that. So that's the band in the white or the yellow. This is the one that is, the newest, latest icon. 243 and 243 at minimum. This is coming up tonight for the last time. So again, I've got a white and a yellow, but you can see how it's stacked. So if you already have one and you love it, you might want to think about getting another. So that's very important. And it's truly like, it's better than, it's almost like, forget lab grown, it's almost like a CZ price tag. It really is. Because if you bought CZs in gold, you know, there are some companies that used to do this. I don't think that'll happen anymore. Sometimes companies, I know some well, I've worked with them, that they make CZ jewelry in gold. And yet, you know, obviously today, you're probably not going to see that anymore. Nobody's doing really gold anymore. Yes. Oh, okay. Iolite back. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Iolite if you want to get it. I know we turned some people away. So if you want to pick up the Iolite, everything over, all right? Okay, so we've got the Iolite back. If you want to pick that up, you may. It's probably one of those realizations of, oh, do you ever do that? Do you ever buy something you already have something like it? Yes, as a shopper who shops every day, who's pretty much obsessed with shopping, I will tell you I'm guilty as charged. Look at this. Ooh. Look at that, Dragonfly. And then I was thinking, if we really need something to really just rev up the show, you know how you've heard the phrase, ladies and gentlemen? Well, usually it's gentlemen, but I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Look what I got rolling up. Look at this hot rod. That is probably, I think, well, I don't know, probably no. It just is my favorite piece of jewelry I've ever seen for creativity, for unique factor, for workmanship, because I don't know if you can tell yet, but those wheels move. Look at that, they roll. I mean, this is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen, and I might be the only one. It could have been made for me, but let me give you a chance, as I have to do. Before I can buy anything, I have to give you all a chance to get it too. It's item number 11280044, and this would be, oh yeah, 18 karat gold. Now, 2 ways to wear it, so if you're thinking, that looks a little large for a ring, oh, I wish it was. Yeah, I could put 2 bands behind that and make that a ring and just, you know, go all the way across the finger. But a little more practical with its size to make it a brooch, but it's also a pin and pendant. So sometimes they call that a pendant. I don't want to confuse you. It's actually a pendant and, because you see the bails up top there. Yes, you do, right at the top part of the chassis there. And then you've got the front part near the steering wheel. You've got 2 bails, so you can slip your chain right through and wear it east to west, or you can use it as a pin or brooch. This is golden mother of pearl. So that same beautiful inside knacker of the mollusk that creates, of course, the golden South Sea pearls. And then you have the black mother of pearl that is done for your, those beautiful tires, and then diamonds. Now that's the way I want to have a beautiful wheel done. Chrome, okay, when I was a kid and when I was just starting to drive, it was all about chrome. It was all about, my friends all said heat and chrome. It was all about chrome wheels. Well, now we're seeing mattified finishes and alloys and different titaniums and black chrome and all of that, but you're gonna be the only one with diamond wheels, diamond rims, and then of course the spoiler and the running board. So again, the spoiler is done in diamonds, the running board is done in diamonds, and this is just the most cool piece, and I know it's probably only for me, but hey, somebody take it. It's freeform mother of pearl. I don't have a carat weight, which is a shame, but we usually don't on mother of pearl, but it's all hand carved, and you've got 10 points in diamonds. And again, the workmanship of having those wheels move, the wheels turn, and that is really pretty cool as well. So all done with a lot of workmanship. You can see there the way that the axles, if you will, are done so that you can have that turning movement. Let me show you the size of it. Obviously, it's going to be one that you're probably, now if it's a brooch, you can wear at different angles, you know, up or down, you know, if you want to have it like be a DeLorean and, you know, start to take off or whatever you want to do. But I think you're probably going to wear it east to west. Certainly you will if you're using the bales that are made to wear it on the neckline. Let me show you the length of it because it's pretty substantial when it's all 18 karat gold. And that's going to be, yeah, about 2¼ inches from the very, very, very point of the hood to the very back there. So really impressive. And then we're going to show it to you one more time, maybe just on the neckline here so you can see another perspective on it. But of course, there's so much glow to that mother of pearl, and you can see it there in the way those tires shine. And let's go back up close because my favorite part about this one is now just about making it affordable. You know, making, obviously, it's a bit of a whimsical, artistic piece for sure, but making it more affordable for you, I would think, for my gals and guys who like to spend time at the races, and I mean the F1 races, if you like racing, if you like being at the racetrack, if you are somebody who knows someone who does, well, what a beautiful piece to put on a lapel or on the neckline. And to think that's all 18 karat white gold, very, very impressive. Let's make it a blowout price, supposed to be $69.99. I get it, that's a little steep for a pin. Remember, it is also a pendant though, so it's a pendant or brooch. You wear it east to west, beautifully done. Again, I just love the movement of those wheels. I think that is the coolest thing ever. And let's just blow it out right now, and you can see that's got some serious color to that mother of pearl, especially the black mother of pearl. And then when you see it hit the light right, you get that golden as well. Let's make this easy. How about, I don't even want to do $39.99. That's a good savings. We saved it $3 grand. Let's make it more affordable than that. It's almost like I can hear it at the pit stop. You know, every time those tires move, I just want to hear that whoop, whoop, you know, and get the tires changed and the pit stop done and all that, and then take off it goes. But here we are, and it should take off. It's not even $19.99. There's another half off. We're going even lower. And I just want to make it affordable because there is somebody out there for every great piece of jewelry, and it's so rare. Who else would, again, think to make something so creative and then put in the time and the labor to make that beautiful 2 solid pieces of that fabulous golden mother of pearl? Let's go even better. 19, 18, 17. No, I'm going to make it $1,699. And that one is going to be screaming out of here. And look at that hot rodder. It reminds me of that new commercial. That one's gone. Congratulations. You have to let me know, Jason, who picked that up too, because you know you got to give them my email now so that if they ever tire of it, I'll buy it back from them. I want to show you our biggest yellow diamond example, and I will flash the Iolite if you missed it, because the Iolite has since come back. So let me make sure you saw that one. That was 2433 on the Iolite. It was the big marquees. Remember, we got that down to $888. So if you'd like to get that Iolite, you certainly may. And it's got that real blue color, but just a hint of purple to it as well. Looks like a blue Wayne Block D. And then, of course, it's got those chevrons on the side. That was $888. So you're seeing the graphics now. And then here we go with our one-of-a-kind yellow diamond. Also, our Scapolite is here too, which is a bit shocking at $19.99. I know it's takes a minute to have everyone gather on a Friday evening, getting in from their celebrations of the weekend kickoff, but this is a way to celebrate every day with yellow diamonds. Item numbers 112, 46, 41, and what a beautiful large scale cocktail ring this is. Every bit of this ring is yellow diamonds, including the really large stones and the smaller. It's all natural stones, every single one of them. Notice you do, and I hate to zoom any further in because, well, I want you to see the whole ring, but look at the details. There are cushion cuts, heart shapes, ovals, rounds, pear shapes as well. In the beautiful body of the ring, every single diamond meticulously bezel set, so it makes them look even larger than they are. You've got the pave around the edge, which is going to be a total of a carat 90, stays in the yellow gold. A lot of pieces will be, again, staying in the gold color they're at because they're just designer. They can't be switched. This is one of them. But let me show you the big issue, and I know there have been several of you, wow, that's a heavy ring too. I forgot how heavy this ring is. Hadn't presented it in a while. I know I presented it to many of you that have asked about it in the past, but a lot of the situation just was this, and I think it's a real compliment and testament to what we do, in that I hear this more than once a day where you say, you know, that ring's just too big for me. And, you know, I don't think we run into that problem a lot in today's fine jewelry world, or ever, because usually everyone's trying to trim back and cut corners and do lesser diamond weight and lesser metals. Well, look at this. This is a huge piece. So yes, you do like to have, you have to like a bigger ring and a bigger platform. It's a full inch plus. It's actually 1.1 1/8 there from the point of the pear to the base of the pear. And then of course you can wear it this way as well. Remember, we can easily size this band. It's a heavy band, but it's a really classic band nonetheless. All right, Jason, lay it on me, and I got to know who's got our hot rod eraser there. Linda. Was it my mom, Linda, in Las Vegas? Please say yes. No? I have a birthday coming up in 1 month. I do. It's on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. It's not Linda in Las Vegas, are you sure? It's not? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, all right, so Linda from where? Arizona. Oh, wonderful. Which is where I will be on Cinco de Mayo. I will be with Linda in Arizona. But anyway, and a whole bunch of baseball players. But anyway, this is going to be our carat 90 total weight, and let's go ahead and blow it out. And doesn't that sound like a party, doesn't it? Me, my mother, and a whole bunch of baseball. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway. Who knows if I'll ever come back. If you don't see me on, let's see, the 7th, y'all know why, okay? You guys who were with me on April the 4th will understand why. But anyway, here we are at carat 90 in the yellow diamonds. This is a very, very important piece, no doubt. There is only one, so do keep that in mind, because obviously when it's gone, it's gone. It stays in the yellow gold, but it's a cocktail ring, and maybe you want to wear it on the index or the middle. I think those would be really proper ways to wear it. I mean, even I got a big hand, and yet that really is something I like to see on the middle or index there. So huge value coming your way. Let's make this one a big one, $69.99. Even better, and I love these one-of-a-kinds that we're really going to just, again, focus on the designer details, the unique factor, the beauty of it, the wider band, the big, look at the platform of gold on the sides here, all that little cutout detail. It's not a lot of negative space, but just enough to really be able to see and really highlight each of the individual shapes of diamonds that are puzzle pieced together in kind of a, you know, there's a random organization to it, which I realize is an oxymoron, but that was intentional. And let's make it even easier than 69. Even 2,000 Dallas, we're making it lower than that. And suddenly a carat 90 and big yellow diamonds should not be that if they were loose in a plastic bag. In little diamond parcel paper, you'd be spending a lot more than that to get your yellow diamonds. And I'm talking especially about those big ones that all could be center stones in rings or pendants or earrings, but no, we piled them all together. We gave them this look. It looks, doesn't it look like you've been collecting yellow diamonds for decades and you just decided to put them all in one ring, and you took every shape you had and you had it custom made, and it's not 19, 18, 17. We're blowing everything out tonight. I don't know if you've seen any of the last 27 minutes, but oh yeah, that's all it's been. It's been blowouts, and that's why everything's quick to go. Let's make this even better than 17 or 16.99. And when you feel it, and I know that obviously the gram weight depends a lot on the size that you order. It's about an 8 right now. I must say this is one of the heavier rings we have in all of our inventory. You saw it's over 1 inch in length. It's not often we have a measurement up there for a ring, but on this one I felt it was a priority, and yet it's going to be better than 16.99. That is one caller, $1,599 only. That will be gone. So you've got to call me quickly if you'd like it, because obviously there's only one, and all of those yellow diamonds, those are the types of diamonds we typically see centered up in rings. So to have so many, and I didn't count, but roughly 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, you probably have about 20 of the individual yellows right there front and center, and then that pave halo rim where there's just perfect matching all the way around, just to really encapsulate the entire design. But $15.99, a heck of a value. Do you want to see another designer brooch? We've got the Dragonfly here made up of very exotic stones, so we'll see that. What do I spy there with my little cat's eye? Oh yeah, a lot of cat's eyes. We'll talk about that next. It's 112-8031 on the way. Let me know who's got our yellow diamond cocktail ring. We got to keep on moving. Here is a butterfly, rather a Dragonfly brooch. This one, I don't see any bail. scale. So this one will just be simply a brooch. I always like to double check because you never know, sometimes they're hidden somewhere. It's got a great wingspan. It's a bigger piece. There are different colors of cat's eye. First of all, you look at the base there of the body, and it's all got those bright, bright, bright lemon, lime, green, yellows. And it's 8031. It's 18 karat gold, first of all, so I should start with the gold purity because that's impressive. All the scroll work in these gigantic wings that are going to allow it to take flight in the most beautiful, fanciful way. It's a carat 70 of total cat's eye chrysoberyls, but notice the color play. The body of the Dragonfly has those bright chartreuse colors, and then the one that's centered up in bezel set up top near the ruby eyes, well, that's actually going to be more of a blue-green. So these are all part of the cat's eye chrysoberyl family, but you see that there are different colors within. Then you have the rubies, which are done in the bezels. Those are going to be, I don't have a carat weight in the ruby. That's okay. We can probably estimate it as, I would say, 4 or 5 points. And then you've got the 12 points in the diamonds that go around your top chrysoberyl. So let's take a look at this on the hand so you can get an idea of the size. It's nice and large. And again, good brooches, good collectible brooches are really tough to find. They're even tougher to afford. And that is unless you're shopping right here with me on a Friday. Look at this. This is going to be 1.5 inches. See that from top to bottom? It's about 1.5 inches there. And then width-wise, because we like to check out the wingspan you're getting, it's going to be a little bit more like closer to 2 inches at the overall wingspan there. So great size. I'll show it to you on here as well so you get another idea. And of course, there's different ways you can play with it because it is a brooch. So if you want to wear it straight up and down, sure. If you want to pop it on at a more of a diagonal, you can. It really goes any which way you want. So have fun with it, play with it, and let this thing, well, you know, we got to, you know, let it fly at a great price so you can look fly when you're wearing it and all that good stuff. And it's not going to be even $29.99. So again, look at those wings. All that beautiful scrolling work within. Just one, brand new tonight, not even $19.99. And remember, it's 18 karat solid gold. Your pin does go east to west across the wingspan there. So it really does allow you to just, again, it's really meant to be at a diagonal. A lot of the butterfly pieces and dragonflies are. They really are meant to sit more at a diagonal kind of stance like this. And this one's actually better than 1,500. So I always say, if we can get you a brooch that's going to be a really special value, I think it makes it a lot easier with the idea of adding one great brooch. I think every woman needs one great brooch in their jewelry collection. And if we can make it fine jewelry that's the price of costume jewelry, because most of the brooches I know are done by big designers. And I'm ashamed to admit it, but I do own a brooch that I love. It's one that luckily I've gotten my money's worth out of it, and I will continue to because I love wearing the thing. But I wear it in all different ways, shapes, and form. But it's totally a costume piece, but it's done by one of those fancy Italian designers. So it costs, you know, about what this is going to cost, and that one's just costume. There's nothing pure about the metal. There's nothing in gems. I mean, it's just really just, again, a costume piece. This is where you can get a beautiful way to get really important metals, diamonds, rubies, and a ton of phenomenal cat's eye, and it's not $15 or $14 or $13.99. So it's affordable. It's $1,299 only. Get ready again. First top of the hour is only 28 minutes away. I think it's probably going to be the band, to be honest. I think, well, I don't know. We're going to have to take a poll. Do we have anybody who has a preference? The Tanzanite or the band? I do want to make sure everybody's with us because it is our last time seeing this band. So again, 6-stone style. If you've never seen it before, it is not just a bestseller, it is the bestseller. So it really is one of those you have to see to believe. And again, a lot of people believed even after they bought it because it was a great value. And they said, it couldn't be that good because we know diamonds, we know prices, we know what happens. Well, it's that good. And so get ready because it's coming back for one last time here tonight. And then we also have Tanzanite drop earrings. I did want to show you this one because it's not every day we see something like this. Here's an affordable blue sapphire. And I know we've had a couple recently, including last evening and the night before. And now we have yet another, a rich, beautiful royal blue sapphire. But this one's going to be a whole heck of a lot more affordable than the previous ones have been. Let me know on the big cocktail diamond ring, the yellows. And then do let me know on that dragonfly and we'll help you out. And again, the Iolite is still here for one caller at $888. So don't let that one pass you by, or the Scapolite. But here we go with a beautiful platinum blue sapphire piece. That would be item number 1127937. And yet, what do we always want? We want saturated royal blue without being overly saturated in color. And that is exactly it. It's a big size. It's a 2 carat 01 on this Ceylon, means it is from Sri Lanka. And that's really where, ever since the cashmere mine closed over 100 years ago, Sri Lanka and Ceylon are the best. There's a lot of sapphire material that comes from different points of the globe and most continents of the world and a lot of countries of the world, but they don't look like this, and they don't have the same kind of rarity or panache to them as the Ceylons do. So that's really critical if you are someone, and obviously I think a lot of you are, because you would probably be watching something else on this Friday night if you weren't someone who was really dedicated to getting quality jewelry, and that's what this is. So let's take a look at it, because you get the highest quality here, no doubt, and that one's going to be a 201 with 48 points in diamonds as well. The combination of the rounds and the baguettes that kind of do this ribbon sweep right through the middle at a diagonal. And let's make this one a whole lot easier than the $4,999. Guess what? That's totally to be expected. Normal. Every time, and I've had a history of blue sapphires here. Seldom, yes, but when they're here, they're very memorable. They're recognizable, and we see prices like that on 2 carats all the time. Well, that's not going to be $49.99 here tonight. Get ready, because I told you, I know we got a lot of brand new, but it's easy for a lot of people to assume if it's something they haven't seen before, how could it possibly be discounted? Well, that's really where I want you to really look at the price tags on their own merit. I don't want you to just think, oh, there's a new piece, it must be, you know, a really important price tag because it's new and it's, you know, today's metal market. Watch what I'm going to do on a $5,000 platinum piece. It's going less, and this never happens on 2 carat blues. So I highly, highly recommend it. Even if you think, oh no, I can't go quite 2 carats, I'll be lucky if I get a 1 carat. Let's make this really simple and easy and blow it out for $1,999 only. I could not make it any easier to get you your fabulous royal blue than I just did right there. And that's what you got to do. It's a Friday night. We realize not everybody's with us on Friday nights. It's a busy night to be out and about. So we really say thank you to all of you that are here that have chosen to just kind of relax, chill with us, bring it on in, get you a great, great value on everything that we're bringing, including our rarest of the rare. There's a new pink zircon. There is one of our Brazilian Paraibas in quartz. We do have one of those. I've got a Diaspore round, and then we do have some Tanzanite drop earrings that are highly affordable for being drops and quite bold. So we will bring those. There's a new, oh gosh, this is a new discount on a Paraiba that's a carat 44. If you are needing one of those blue greens, have you noticed we really don't see them much anymore unless they're in quartz? That's what it looks like when you get it out of the rough crystal. Have a big size, facet it brilliantly, and give it a pink and white diamond mounting. So for those of you that are not registered, this is why you need to be registered. This ring is coming up shortly. This is the ring that is pure magic. It's a magic of value. It's really a miracle of value. And this is the one I keep speaking of. It is our 6-stone style that goes across the hand entirely. And it does have the 2.5 carats almost in diamonds. And it does have individual stones that are up or over 40 points. And this is still the greatest value we've ever brought to this day. I am so proud of it. I am so thrilled we get to bring it back one last time. That happens to be tonight. Tell a diamond friend, tell somebody who's getting married, who needs a wedding band, tell everybody you know who loves diamonds, who needs a band. This is the day to get it. It's also our last call, and we're very limited with what we have. Now look at this. Speaking of diamonds, it's not a diamond, but it's certainly got some beautiful cutting that allows it to sparkle as if it is, and it's a really impressive size. This one's 1125557, and it is our color changing one source Diaspore. So it gives you an incredible color once again with these one onlys. So please do dial early when you do see something you love, because we want to make sure you get in on these values before they're gone to somebody else. Now that's our 352. So it's got a great size to it. It's this dazzling round, and of course this beautiful merry-go-round roundabout of double halo and split shank that makes it what it is. Very, very special piece. It is our round. Look at how lavish and bright, colorful that is. I'm going to make this one easy. Call me. There's only one. This is one of those giveaways. Everything has been, everything will be. Take a look at this on the hand so you can see how big it is going to present. It's not a small ring. It's actually really tough to get anything over 3 carats. We consider 2 carats and above in the Diaspore world really large. So you get that ultimate clarity. It's a stone that actually struggles quite a bit with clarity. And that's also nice that you don't have to struggle on this stone. Look at that. Beautiful, rich kiwi greens blended with, it's like you take a concoction of neutral bronzy tones with like a champagne diamond. Imagine this. If you were in a kitchen putting together a beautiful meal, you put your dishes together based on ingredients and all those flavors you want to ultimately create this umami of flavor, this burst of flavor in your mouth. Well, we are really, I feel like this is Mother Nature's way of concocting a very, very special little recipe that really has what no other stone does. Imagine taking a champagne diamond and a chrysoberyl stone that's got those kiwi greens. Imagine then throwing in a dash of kunzite or a dash of these really pretty like pinky purple spinels. And that's what you're gonna see a little bit of, but you're going to see it entirely go to that color when it changes light source. That's really the beauty of what this is all about. When it changes light source, you go all out pinks and purple colors. It's really impressive. It's very unusual. Obviously, we've seen color change stones go from green to red. This is a little different. It goes from a kiwi green golden to a pinky purple. It's a very, very impressive stone. Let's take a look at it. It's our 352. It's a one only. Very tough to get any of these stones. So come on in, guys. We want to make sure you get a chance to get it. And we are not getting any more stones going forward in the Diaspore. That's how rare they are. So just want to make sure you're aware of that, because I know you might be thinking, well, there seems to be a never-ending supply of rarities. Every time I tune in, I see something brand new and something rare, and just that can't continue in the world of extra, extra rare one-source stones like this is. So it's one that I really want to advise you to think about now, especially when you have a pristine example like this round and get you a better price than $49.99. Well, that's my job, is to make sure that if you are thinking about it, you have a chance to own it for a lot less than it ever should be. And therefore, we'll take it actually better than even 25. So half off has already happened. Keeping that train going, we're going to make it a lot better than 25 or 2,000 or $19.99. I'm not having luck with $19.99. So let's make it a little bit better and let's send it on out. And that's the one you get. Remember, these one-of-a-kinds, when we say one-of-a-kinds, we don't just mean there's one here that I'm showing you. It means there's one only ever right now. That's it. That's what you get. That's what it looks like. No surprises. No, let's say it's going to exceed your expectations, as most of our jewelry does. I counted up, I had 27 emails today. There were a few more, but there were 27 emails from customers that have received items recently, and their words were, and I'm paraphrasing because everyone said it in a different way, but in 27 different emails, about 27 different items, it was the same verbiage of the piece was even better in person than it was on TV. It exceeded my expectations. So again, this is already a good looking stone. It will definitely exceed your expectations. And if you are so familiar with the stone and you know that most of the time it's got a lot of inclusions going on, it's got a lot that you have to look past. And then of course, there's that price tag that we were seeing in the wholesale world. $2,800 a carat for the 1 carats. They climbed up from there. If you see the 2 carats, they go higher. If you see the 3 carats, they go higher. This is where you're getting a massive 3.5 carat and over. It's actually 352. So it's a really big size, and it's not even 19 or 18 or $17.99. You have to call me now because it's obviously going to go, and it's not even going to be $17.99. It is $17.77. And don't forget, we have a really, really big yellow diamond tonight. It's our carat 70 yellow diamond is here. And the 2 carats get up about $10,000. We got a carat 70. There's going to be a lot more affordable for you. That's a little quick flash. We've got that Tanzanite. Okay, and I have to show this to you. I told you at the beginning, and I know some of you probably just tuned in since then, but there is something that looks like, oh, let me ask you what it looks like. Take a look at this. On my hand here is something that I wish I could just wear for about a week or two and just let you see it and have all the questions come in about, tell me, is that her ring or can I buy that? Is that something we can shop for at TVON? Because it's why I refrain from wearing any of my own personal jewelry besides my signet ring at this point, because there's a lot of those questions that come in. And this is really one that is honestly something that does not look like anything we've ever had before. And yet, tell me, what do you think a piece like that should go for? $3 million, $4 million, $5 million? It is enormously pretty. And wait till you see that. That's new tonight. Wait till you see what we're going to do on a natural, exotic, and beautiful stone that, I'll be real with you, it's not a diamond, but it sure looks like one. And you know we don't do faux, and you know we don't do lab grown. So what could that be? Well, we're going to reveal that coming up in just a moment. Also have a big kunzite. How about our Tanzanite drop earrings, $17.77 on the Diaspore. What a treat and pleasure it is to have stones discounted like this. Also, for my Tanzanite lovers, we got a Tanzanite pendant on the way. Just want to flash this for you. If you're waiting on one of our bigger ones, I have the 2043 also on a huge reduction in price. So that's my 20 carat. That's the largest we have, actually second largest independent. There's still, I believe, the round 28 carat here, but that's a beautiful, beautiful oval. All right, next up, big opal coming up. Here's the opal that I am loving. It's brand new. Take a look. That's a heavy one. It's big. There's almost a purple base color to this first. Instead of the blue bases that we typically see, this has got a little more of like electric purple blue. Think periwinkle, but neon. Vivid, bright neon purples. This is 112-7496. And of course, that's what it is, Tracy. You're too smart for all of us. She's right. She got it. She guessed it. Yes, it is. And we've done a couple of versions. We've done the earrings, which were a huge hit. We've had a couple smaller rings, but as they get into large sizes, oh, they get rare. So yes, we do. We have that fabulous, fabulous diamond-like white zircon coming up for you in just a bit. But this is our huge 493 natural black opal. And see, I've taught you guys well. You know, that's the good news. Hopefully you pick up a thing or two about jewelry and gems to make you a really educated buyer, whether you're shopping here or anywhere else, or maybe you're educating. I know a lot of people watch with their children and grandchildren, and I love that because it just makes me feel like, you know, I can still fulfill my childhood dream of being a school teacher, you know, just via TV. And I only get to really teach about gems and jewelry and maybe a few other things here and there along the way. But I gotta say, I love that too. I know there's a lot of the grandchildren that watch too, and I love hearing that. Even the pets, think about the pets that are watching. They're getting so educated in their jewelry and gems. But here we are with our fabulous 493 and the 124 in the diamonds. And it is going to be a series of the tapered baguettes and rounds together. And that's going to be a 124 diamond weight. And this one's got a really surprising price tag. If you know the big opals, they're very, very unique, and we don't see a lot of those going out for a price like what I'm about to do. So this is pretty, pretty special, and I love that story. That's great. Isn't that what it's all about? Passing down jewelry. If you have pieces that you have that have been in the family for years, those are always important. And I feel like it's always worth mentioning that every piece you purchase for yourself from TVON, given that these are rare, natural, exotic stones, they are the pieces that, you know, think 100 years from now that your future generations are talking about, that this was a piece that was my mom's and my grandmother's, and I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of years, because jewelry like this is really everlasting, and that's the beauty of it. So it's again, you're getting into heirloom pieces here and collectability, no doubt. This one's going to be on its way here in a hurry. It's nowhere near $99.99. We're going to blow it out here, and it's one of our best in opals. Now I do have another. It's in a pear shape. So if you are more of a fan of a pear shaped stone, stick around. Don't go for the oval, go for this pear shape. So that one's going to be a lot more money, but because it's got a lot of reds, but that's the pear shape type of trillion pear shape modified. So here we go. Not $49.99 on this opal, in platinum with the big diamond weight and a great big look. And yes, always a little tougher to gauge. The colors you're going to see here on TV are still not nearly as strong as what you're going to see in person when you get it at home. But let's make this easy. $3,999 only on that black opal. And that'll be it. So a fabulous idea, one only there, as pretty much everything besides my diamond bands. Everything else you're going to see, I think, throughout the show. I don't know if there's any other exceptions. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's all going to be incredible diamond pieces, rather one of a kinds, and then except for our diamond piece. So let's get to it. We've got the white zircon coming out to play. I'm awfully excited about this. It's in the white gold only. It's one only. It's 1128-210. We're going to show it next. This, again, starting with it on the hand, is a very impressive piece. And it's still, I do want to mention here for anybody who says, you know, there's going to be people out there that say, oh, well, that's not a diamond. And that's okay. But I will tell you right now, as someone who's been in the business for 24 and a half years and counting, I have never sold a 4.5 carat white diamond on TV. Let's rest on that statement a bit. Never. I've had 1 carats and 2 carats. I've even had a 3 carat. I've never sold a 4.5 carat white diamond. This is a 4.5 carat white zircon surrounded by VS white diamonds. And I don't think you're going to see a difference between the VS diamonds that surround it on the sides, on the band, and in the halo, and the center stone. So this doesn't haze up or fog up. What are the, besides being natural, what would be the other advantages of getting a rare stone that looks like a diamond? A, it looks like a diamond and always will. That's what you're seeing right there. It's actually got a little bit of what we call a blue-white color, which is actually usually a diamond term that's used. When you have a diamond that is really, really white, of course, we know that there's that whole, color scale, right? Starts at D, as in the alphabet. Letter D stands with, we start with D, and that's the whitest diamond you can get, meaning colorless. Anything D, E, and F is considered colorless. That scale goes all the way to letter Z in the alphabet, but then you have the colors that go beyond that. That would be your fancy colors that go beyond the letter Z. So what we're bringing you is something very special, because when you get a truly white diamond, especially one that's bigger, if you had a 5, a 6, a 7 carat white diamond, if it's a really fine, fine, fine color, meaning if it's really white, if it has no yellows, no browns, no what we call body color, there are oftentimes a really strong diamond that's really white is going to have a what we call blue-white. It's like this really beautiful, almost blue tinge to it. It's subtle. I'm just pointing it out because I think this white zircon is doing that right now. And so that's actually something that also is shared as a characteristic of really good white diamonds. So you have that here. In our 4.5 carat zircon, there is a huge diamond weight of 1 carat 36 around that. And yes, those are VS diamonds going all the way around it. It stays in white gold. We want to show off all that beautiful color, don't want to mask it, don't want to have any reflection of the gold into those stones, really want it to be about those stones and showing off how high quality they are. But do we have anybody thinking about it? Because this could be an alternative. It could be, I talked to a gal today, she's looking for an anniversary piece. She's looking for a yellow, but she's looking for a wedding set upgrade because she's got a big, big, big 40th wedding anniversary coming up in a month. So she wants to, maybe treat herself to a little upgrade. And so whether this is going to be an upgrade to your white diamond, if you want it to be an alternative to your white diamond, because can you imagine what that would cost if that was a white diamond? And by the way, the millimeter size is huge. It's about I think it's a 9-10 millimeters, so let me check it out. That would be actually equivalent to more in the diamond category. So again, very impressive. Let's take a look at this. I want to just get you the millimeter size. I think that's important. It is actually, it's a 10 millimeter. I might as well try it back on here while we're at it. Look how beautiful that is. You get the stone you see, you get the gold you see. We just need to know your ring size. It's our white zircon, colorless, blue-white, dazzling diamond cut round, and we're going to blow it out. I mentioned this because the Wall Street Journal did a huge article about a year ago talking specifically about designers who are getting on the zircon bandwagon. I don't know what took them so long, but they're not pieces that are available in mass quantities in the stores. So what they're doing is they're taking individual collectible zircons, much like you would see here, big yellows, big blues, big reds, and they are literally doing VIP custom designs for their private clientele. They're done bespoke, they're done on order, they're done privately. So a lot of big designers, names you know, names you love. They're really getting behind the zircon machine, but again, it's been around actually, it's a 4.4 billion year old stone. So it's been around, it's just not everybody's familiar with it. And yes, zircon, no relation to zirconia. It's not a faux stone, it's not a man-made stone, it's not a CZ, and it's not a lab-grown. There are CZs which are just lookalikes, they're called simulants. There are lab-grown diamonds that are actually synthesized. So they actually have the same chemical makeup, which is why people call them diamonds when they're not, but they're made in a lab, not in nature. So this is still a stone that's made by Mother Nature and really, really rare while we're at it. And if you'd like it, it's supposed to be $7,999. Sure would beat the price on a diamond that is 10 millimeters in size, wouldn't it? But we're going to make it a whole lot easier. And you know what I'm thinking? We're going to put it on the auction block just to see who's out there because we have about 8 minutes left till our top of the hour. Then hour 2 is here, and then we got 2 hours left, and you know how it goes. So we've got that big top of the hour, and our Tanzanite also coming up here as well in just about 8 minutes. So this has got to be gone, and let's make it a lot easier than even $79.99. I don't know where to begin except that I know what the mounting costs. And we have a carat, and I'm shocked there's nobody on the phone lines because I'm not one for synthetics. I'm not really into synthetics. I'm not a big fan of synthetics because ultimately I'd rather see you just get a simulated. I'd rather see you get a CZ before you buy a lab grown. And again, that's just my own 2 cents on the thing. A lot of us have been shopping together for nearly 3 decades, so just want to put that out there. You're just spending so much right now. There's a huge markup in margin on synthesized stones, the lab-grown diamonds. Those they're very prevalent in the industry right now. Because they have such huge profit margins, you're seeing them everywhere. So again, there's a big margin on it. It's not really worth much at the end of the day. They're getting more and more easy to build. I mean, it was technology that had to catch up, and they were a rarity and kind of a novelty at first, and now they're everywhere. It's really pervasive in our industry. So it's really tough to find anything that's natural anymore, especially if it is diamond related. Also, you have the fact that, again, CZs would be much more affordable, but the problem is they're not everlasting. I'd love a good look-alike, you know, as like play jewelry and costume jewelry, or a great alternative if you want to leave the really valuable wedding set at home when you're going on vacation. Everyone always talks about that, like, oh, leave your valuables at home when you go on vacation. But the problem with CZs is they don't always have everlasting, they can look good for a minute, but it's a little iffy beyond that. How good are they going to look once they're exposed to any kind of just daily life, wearing, right? Daily wear, any kind of water, any kind of solvent, soaps, anything like that. So this is where, again, you've got something that's everlasting, natural, and rare. Looks like the best diamond in the world. We don't have anyone on the phone lines. Let me see if I can make it more affordable to really help everybody out, because it does have a lot of white diamonds around it, that's for sure. It's got a very nice rarity, that we know, and I need to make it affordable enough to send it home to you. So how about we start the auction at $4,500 to get it going? And there's something about the look of that piece where if you walk into a room, whether it's a right hand ring finger, like that big right hand ring that you just, a lot of people just love diamonds. And I got to tell you, we have white diamonds, but they top out at 1 carat. I have one, it's 1 carat, it's GIA certified, it's not all that big. Some of us like a little bigger look. I appreciate a 1 carat diamond, but you probably won't catch me wearing one. I really like a big, big diamond presence. I'm just, again, that's just, it's just my own kind of, it's on brand for me. I like a bigger ring. I like a big flash. I like a powerful stone. This is not going to be $4,500 because I still am. We'd have 2 people talking about it. That's good. But I need to make this, let's make it a real, true, honest to goodness auction. How about $4,000 to open? And I promise you, again, you know we don't do synthetics or simulated. So this is not some look-alike. It's a real deal, really rare. It's a lot rarer, and that's the other thing I need to mention. If you're thinking, oh, so that's just a faux, it's not a faux diamond. It's actually a lot rarer to get a white zircon than it is a diamond. I could go downtown, the same size, by the way. I could go downtown. You know, we have a great wholesale district here in Los Angeles, the 2nd largest in the nation. I could bring you downtown with me, and we could go look at all kinds of 5 and 10 carat diamonds. There's no shortage of diamonds. None. They're pricey, yeah. You get a 5 or 10 carat diamond, it's going to cost you. But this is a beautiful larger stone that actually is rarer to find than the diamonds are themselves. Let's get you a better value. How about 35? How about 3? I don't know. It's got a carat 36 in diamonds. So right now we're kind of scraping the bottom here on the mounting without the really important part, which is the white zircon in the middle. But let's make it more interesting here, shall we? It's not going to be $3,000. I feel like I'm out here by myself, and I don't like that feeling. I want to make sure we get you on the lines ready to go. That is a beautiful ring. And I promise you this, if I came in walking in and just wore it on my right hand and you were just seeing it throughout the show, you'd probably going, I don't know where that ring came from, but she must have been a very good girl this year. And that's just, oh my gosh, I've never seen such a beautiful ring. Here's where I'm giving it away, and it's not going to be $3,000 or $29,000 or $28,000 or $27,000 or $26,000. I'm going to go $2,500 to get this auction started when there's a full carat and a third plus in VS white diamonds that are plenty big. And then you've got that fabulous white zircon, which is the rarer of the equation here. I almost said occasion, but it's the rare of the equation when it feels like a special occasion. And it's going to be $10 increments, by the way. So we'll make that nice and easy as well. And I know, Jason, you had a request, right? So we're working on that request. If you've got requests, get them in. We'll help you out. We got 2 hours left tonight. We've got a big top of the hour Tanzanite and our signature mounting coming up next. And I'm telling you right about it now because there's not going to be, it's going to be a little situation because we know the popularity of this ring. I see the value, which is incredible. And we're going to bring it to you next and say goodbye to it shortly thereafter. So I'm letting you know we have the signature Tanzanite coming up. The following top of the hour, which will be at 7 o'clock Pacific time, that will be our diamond band. I know a lot of you are hanging out waiting for that. It's something I would really recommend being registered for before we get there. So you basically have 1 hour and 2 minutes to get registered if you're not already. If you are, you're good to go. You're ready to shop. Be with us at 7. But if you are not registered and you want that best diamond value we've ever had in all of our years, that includes jewelry and loose stones. And no open on that one. All right, so we'll move along. Thank you for looking at it. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the big white zircon. I know I love that one, and I may be buying that one too. I can't buy my little car anymore, my race car brooch. So we're going to be looking at that one. And Tim, was that a request as well? Okay. All right, let's move on. Coming up, we got something special on the way. We might as well just bring out the top of the hour, and maybe it'll be gone before the top of the hour even gets here. It wouldn't be surprising at all. Couple things about 1128064. If you're like me and you don't have a blue wing yet, because maybe you're just newer to our show, or the pieces you love, like myself, the pieces you love sell out to other people. Let me just welcome you into what I said at the beginning of the show is kind of like an all-star show. It's between the best seller all time, and I mean the best diamond value we've ever had all time, which is coming up in 1 hour. And then you look at this amazingly beautiful piece, which is called our signature style. It goes beyond the TVON existence, I gotta say, because I've been offering this mounting on television for all of my 24 years in this business. It is really unsurpassed. And yet what's interesting is, with everything that's been happening in the world for 24 years, not just in the last 24 days, but 24 years, you would think that by now, this mounting, since I sold this 24 years ago, I had stones in this mounting, not blue wing block D necessarily, but rubies and other Tanzanites and sapphires and you name it, mandarin garnets and yellow sapphires and all kinds of things in this mounting. And you never see a price tag really under $5,000 on this mounting. Even then, that was 24 years ago. So we think about what's happening, and now we put in place, in the center of this classic. That's why it's a signature style. It tends to be the one everybody loves. It tends to be timeless in the sense that, well, what else am I selling from 24 years ago that I've sold all the way through to now? It's pretty rare. Usually evolution of styles is a little more cyclical. You'll see pieces come and go. They go in vogue, out of vogue, and every which way. This one has really stood the test of time, so to speak, and has been ever gaining in popularity as I've brought it to you. Now, it's going to be our signature mounting, which means this is the large style we do. Welcome again to the show. If you are just now tuning in, so glad you're with us on some Friday night, and so glad that we can kick off the weekend together. It's a very big weekend here at TVON, so I'm going to just let you know that now. Please be with me on Saturday and Sunday mornings as well. We have, remember, our new schedule, which is Wednesday through Sunday, but it's the Wednesday and the Thursday and the Friday evenings, and then our Saturday and Sunday morning shows as well. You got to be here with us this weekend. There's a very, very, very big announcement happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. So just going to put that out there. Please be with me. We've got a 258 Blue Wing Block D right here, and it's a really, really good announcement. So you're going to be excited. But here we are with our 258 Oval in the Museum Reserve, and this is going to be a 258 Oval we've been waiting on. Now, this is the problem. What we're doing in this All-Star show is also only offering what's here. That's great when we have the diamond band coming up that I have a little bit of quantity on. It's not as good here, which is why I'm doing this early. You're getting the benefit, you're getting the bonus, you're getting the early bird special, and you're getting this massive top of the hour that cannot be beat. It stays in white gold. I'm sorry, if you want yellow gold, I cannot do it. That's how low the price is. If I produce, and here's why, you might have heard a little bit something about gold and diamonds and everything else. Everything's going up and things are about to get a little crazier. So I cannot produce this mounting without it costing you over $8,000 for the mounting, without the Tanzanite. So with the Tanzanite, it'd be right in that $11,000. If I'm doing the best I can, it's an $11,000 ring. This is why you want to be on the phone lines right now. Before you even see the carat weight on the diamonds, which is always 128, and then you have the white gold. We're going to size it for you. We're going to ship it to your house for free. You're not going to pay tax if you live in any of the 49 states besides California. You just need to be on the phone lines. Nobody's on the phone lines yet, and that's okay. But when this is gone, it is also gone for good. And we cannot do this price, and we don't have the Tanzanites anymore. So likely the last time we'll see this ring, which is a very sad moment actually for me, because it's been such a beautiful classic style and very, very hot seller. I will say there's something about this 258. It looks a lot larger. Let me show it to you on the hand. As you can see, this one is definitely not a size 7 because I last checked, I was a size 5. So, and I can barely get this on my finger. Let me show it to you as best I can. It may never come off, but that's what it looks like on the hand. So we're going to size it for you. Stays in white gold. Look at that gorgeous stone. That looks bigger than a 258. Call me early. What are we going to do? I have no idea, but I do know this. $8,000 plus for the mounting if we make it today. Thank goodness we didn't. Diamonds are more costly than ever before. Gold is more costly than ever before. I know it's going to take me a second. I should never put that on my finger. I won't be doing that again. It is too small. But we're going to size it to whatever size you need. And again, that is free. This is a very, very, very important ring. It's got the finishing, which I'm going to show you if it ever does come off, and it did. So here we go. This is what it looks like up front. There's the finishing all the way through the inside. This needs polishing. It's got the big wide band on the sides. This is the largest size. We do 3 different styles or scales of our signature mounting. This is the big one. There needs to be a caller out there who wants to have a Tanzanite tonight in their collection in that wearable size. It's a lot of diamonds, yes, but the size of the stone is quite wearable. $258, we get a lot of requests for 2 to 3 carat stones, and you're getting that here. Call me if you love it, $128. Again, I have sold this mounting. My mother owns this mounting in, I think, 5 stones. She's got it in a mandarin, in a ruby, in a Tanzanite from yesteryear. Hers is only block D. You're getting a better upgrade than she has. She doesn't have a blue wing. She's like me. We can't get one. The ones we fall in love with sell to you guys. But this is your time to get on the phone lines. And even if you have the mounting, get this one here, because every time you see it with a different stone, it looks very, very different, especially with the white gold in all those white diamonds. Talk about a way for those diamonds to show up and show off. I need a caller. You're not going to regret being on the phone lines. What you will regret is missing out on this opportunity when here's our Museum Reserve 258. You see the reds. They're very powerful. They're very impactful. This is our closing window on blue wing block Ds in general. And then we've got that fabulous setting that you just got to love. And we're going to make it even better than well, I told you, it should be $11,000 or $12,000 if we make it today. Thank goodness we didn't make it today. We didn't have to pay over $8,000 for this mounting. But when I tell you, and here's what the craziest thing I'll ever say, if you want it just for the mounting, let's say you have more Tanzanites than you know what to do with, and you're good. You've been collecting, some of you do. Some of you have 70 blue wing block Ds, probably don't need another. You might actually consider getting this for the mounting itself, because the fact it should be $11,999 as how we would have to make it today, and that's just the reality. You might as well pick up the phone and dial in. You lose nothing by dialing in. We don't tie you down and force you to buy it. We really don't, I promise you. It just gives you that big, big opportunity to be first in line, to get in on the value before everybody else sees it, then dials, then gets connected with us, which does take some time. By then, it's going to be long gone. I hear it every single day of my life. People go, I don't understand. I called in when I saw the price at home. I called in and I missed out. It happens every single day. And that is because there's a little delay to the phone lines, and you need to make sure you're on the phone lines ready to go. And I don't think anyone is going to see this coming. And this is the value of a lifetime. And I know I have our biggest value in diamonds coming up at the top of next hour. This is the biggest value, though, overall when it comes to color and diamonds together. A mounting that's a signature style that's been popular. And why do you care? It's because it means as you wear it for decades to come, as you pass it down to a daughter or a granddaughter or a niece or a best friend or whomever it may be, hundreds of years from now, this same mounting is as beloved then as it is today. There's something about certain styles that just work, that just stick, that just are classic, and we're going to get rid of $11,999. We can't do that. We can't do that. You expect a better value. It's what's so difficult about hosting the show, to be honest, is that every day you see me, you want a better value. And even though jewelry is costing about 350% more than it did 2 months ago to produce, you still want a better deal. You're saying, go ahead, low, lose money, and I will. And I will. And that's the key here. You will get this ring, and I think you're going to thank me. I think you're going to say, thank goodness I was watching on a Friday night. Thank goodness I declined that outing or that dinner date, or I came home and rushed home from work early, because I would have missed out on this opportunity, and you can't afford to miss out. And you try it. By the way, you still have a money-back return policy. You got a money-back guarantee. If this isn't everything and more, and you remember that 27 emails I mentioned today stating in one way, shape, or form that the piece was better when they got it at home than it was on TV? Most of those emails were about Tanzanites, most of them. One was about a sapphire, one was about a diamond piece, and the other ones I think were all Tanzanites. So again, very, very important. If you love it on the on camera here, you're going to love it even more when you see it in person. All right, do we have anybody thinking about it? One person. All right, that's good enough. That's all we need. Let's blow it out right now. Blow it out. Make it easy. It's not going to be $10,000. $99.99. No. And again, we'll size it. Please do not hold it against it that it's a size 4.5 right now. Do not do that, because we're going to, obviously make sure it's the size you need. So all that's covered. It does have to stay in the white gold. My apologies if you're a yellow gold fan. This will not be for you this time around. We will hopefully have one in the future for you, but it's not going to be $99.99 or $49.99 or $39.99. And again, all that finishing through the inside is what makes a larger ring very comfortable. There's your finishing in your size. Red flashes galore. I got another fingerprint on that stone. I polished up the band, but I didn't get the stone polished up here for you. It is not even $2,999. Operators, do me a favor. Once you've verified and confirmed that you're taking the ring, I'm going to try to avoid what we had happen in the first hour where we, say sold and it's not really sold. So just make sure you're 100% verified, then let me know, because when it's gone, and it's not going to be $29.99. And quite frankly, it should be gone at that price tag. This is $128 in VS diamonds. VS diamonds like this, they do cost $25,000 a carat. That means that ring should be about $28,000 or so on its own. That's with the diamonds. Then you've got the gold, which is reaching record highs. Yet again, we're seeing gold at record highs all time. Not record highs for the year 2025, record highs for all time. So this is a lot of gold when you've got a mounting like this. It's the big version what we do. And then also the Tanzanite, which is irreplaceable. Nobody else in the world has this Tanzanite. We are the only ones. It is our exclusive right there. It is the literal pinnacle, the best of the best of the best. I mean, you think about the pinnacle of Mount Kilimanjaro. Well, at the base of that mountain is where Tanzanite is mined. And in the depths of the Block D area of the mine was the blue wing vein. That is the best. It's only here. And now it's not even going to be $2,500. This is a giveaway. And if you need it for the mounting, take it for the mounting. If you want the stone loose, it would be a great value for the stone by itself. If you want to take it because we're running out of blue wing Block Ds and you want to get one that's classic and that's wearable and that's going to be a favorite all time, here's the way you do it. It's not $2,500. Or $24.99. This is insanity. It really is. If you want to just go ahead and take the stones, keep them and melt it down, it really, guys, would be arguable to actually say you've got the gold. You've got basically a gold value here in the ring itself. Just without the diamonds and without the tansy factored in, you've got something that really is matching what should be costing you just to get the gold. And Tim's thinking about it. Jason, you thinking about it? Andy thinking about it? We're not even doing $24.99. I promised you at top of the hour that is unforgettable. It's happening right here. It's happening at this very moment, and only, unfortunately, for one. And it's not going to be 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. Welcome to the giveaway night of a lifetime. This April 4th of 2025 will be one of the shows in all of our history that will go down as one of the biggest and best shows and showcases of value, of quality, of classic designs. I called it the All-Star Show. It's like having the all-star pieces, and this has not been here in a very long time. And for those of you that are newer to our show, newer to Blue Wings, newer to this mounting, newer to VS Diamonds in general, this is the one you get. This is where I recommend people start, is with our signature style. If you like a lot of diamonds, if you're not a big diamond girl, this is probably not for you. You have to like a bigger ring. But if you like big jewelry and you want a heavy gold weight, you want to feel your gold and get great diamonds, this is so it. And it's not even 21 or 2,099. Remember, white gold only, that is, for the record, the most popular gold color choice with Tanzanites every single time we do it. I mean, it's overwhelming as long as we've been bringing them. White gold's the top choice always. We're going to make it better than even $2,000. It is a giveaway. Let's make it $1,999 only. If you want to have the signature mounting, which costs a mile more to make right now. It costs a mile more. You got to take it. And then you've got the Tanzanite, which is a $258, but somehow it's looking far larger than that. And we're going to sit here until it sells. And I'm only here until 8. Now, but the good news is I come back right in the morning, so I'm only gone for a few hours. So I will sit here and we can just keep the show going. If that is not going, then there's no point in moving on to any other piece of jewelry, including the bestseller diamond ring of all time, because honestly, that is a value that's going to surpass everything we can bring. And we bring values. We're known to bring values. We get a little, excited about our values because, well, what's not exciting about a 128 VS diamond weight in that amount of gold for that price? And then you get the fabulous Tanzanite, which is really should be more than the diamonds and the gold are all day. And we've got it for $1,999. It's unheard of. And I get it. It's Friday night. Listen, I understand that. I've done a lot of Friday nights. Yes. You got it. This is the back again. We've shown it 3 times. Let's show it again because this is fully finished. Do not let your eyes deceive you. That is a fully finished under gallery. That's because it's really wide. Most of our ladies' rings don't have one. This needs one because it is a wider piece. So to make it comfortable, now you go true to size. It's still got that beautiful band that tapers. You're going to go true to size on it, okay? Go true to size. Whatever size you wear on the finger you want to wear it on, get that size. You don't need to go up. It's just a tinier size than I wear. I wear a 5.5. This is about a 4.5. So again, it's just something you're going to get in your true size that you always wear. It's going to fit comfortably and beautifully. The under gallery is an extra advantage by having that built in, and it's $1,999, and somehow, some way, this ring is still available for you. And one of our longtime shoppers has just said, well, she's been shopping Tanzanites for a bit. I think she's got over 50 of them, and she said the ring is everyday wearable, and she has it on right now. And she's watching a home shopping network on a Friday night at home, I assume, and she's wearing it. If it's good enough to wear when you're at home watching TV, then that, I think, is considered a wearable ring. That I would consider wearable. So if anybody's thinking, oh, 128 in diamonds is a lot, it's a lot of gold, it's pretty heavy, it's got that under gallery, maybe I'm not wearing that all the time. I think you may. Maybe it's your special occasion piece, or maybe you're just living in that ring, wearing it all the time. But it's $1,999, and that is a signature value now. It's a signature value that will never be repeated. That's the problem. So I got a lot of news and memos yesterday, and it's going to be something that, you know, this is something the whole industry is dealing with. It's not just us. Obviously, when you talk about where gold's at, what diamonds are doing, what it costs to get stones in from the borders, because most stones don't come from the US of A. They don't. It's a fact, right? Most come from, well, this one comes from Tanzania. A lot of different stones come from a lot of different places. This is really critical because obviously things are changing in the industry, and yet the only thing that changed right now is that we're giving that thing away. Giving it away for a price that is far too low than it should ever be. Take a look at it one more time. Let's give it 60 seconds, and I won't show it to you any longer. I just know that that's got to go. That's definitely a winner of a design, and I'm going to need requests if you have them. So be sure and get those in, because I've shown you a lot of jewelry, and yet we're not hitting the right nerve there. So let me know if you want to take that one, and I'll attempt to try it on again. I'm going to probably put it on as a pinky ring for the moment, just because, well, that's the best way to get it on and off easily for you. But that obviously is not what I would recommend or advise as a pinky ring. I think it's best for here or here or here. So I love it. For me, it's just the classic ring finger style. I love it there. Again, just to show you, let me actually just hold it there and kind of float it over the ring finger so you can see what that looks like there. Love that idea. 20 seconds remaining, and then I promise we won't be seeing it again. But look how it made, and we definitely won't be seeing it again because we don't have the stones and we don't have the, well, I can make the mounting, but the mounting, as you heard, is going to cost over $8,000 to build. If we built it today, it would have cost over $8,000. Hear me out on that. We have a factory. That's what really sets us apart from everybody else, is we don't get our jewelry from some other guy or gal. We make it all. We do it here. We make it in-house. It's made with our own stones. It's like our own collection of stones. We purchase the diamonds, we get the gold, and then we make everything. Everything is done. Every bit of the process, from the design to the execution to the offering, it is all done in the same building. My manufacturing facility is right behind where you are, essentially, right behind that camera lens, about 30 feet that way. So everything is made in-house. It's why we can offer the values we do, but that doesn't negate the fact that things are really climbing in price tag. Gold is going nuts. There's stuff in place now that's going to make it harder than ever before, and quite frankly impossible to bring gems and diamonds into the country. And we're going to, you know, obviously everyone's going to have to adapt to that. But this is something where none of that matters right now. None of that matters. It's an utter pure giveaway. It's supposed to be $12,000. It's under $2,000. It's in the white gold, which is the #1 color combination we love with the blue wings anyways. And it's going to be in your size and delivered to your doorstep. And then you get to decide if you want to keep it or not, right? It's not going to be a, okay, yeah, that's a really, really low price and under cost, so you're going to have a final sell. No, it's still got a money back guarantee. It's one of those pieces we want you to explore and see before you make a decision on if to keep it or not. But given the fact they look so much even more intense and more beautiful in person, I don't think there's any possibility of sending it back unless it's just like too much diamond weight for you, or if it's just too much gold for you, which, imagine saying that in today's world. Not many people are complaining elsewhere that it's too much gold. We're all wondering where the gold's at. And that's never going to happen here because we are committed to quality. And the rest we got to figure out, right? So let's take advantage of it. $19.99, we got to move on. I do have one pair of Tanzanite earrings as well. And then I've got some really cool blowouts and some very unique. I'm going to put together a little Zircon party. It is Club TVON. And sometimes if you think about the club, whether it's the golf club, whatever club you like, if it's the book club, the golf club, or the club, where it's ooch, 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 and you're getting dressed to the nines and you're going to go listen to your favorite DJ. One thing is, if you're hanging out at a club you like, there's going to be just that happy moment, right? This is about joy. So jewelry is about joy. I feel like, and we touched on a white zircon earlier, and now I feel like we're going to go have a little zircon party here because I have 4 other varieties. Since you didn't all love the white zircon, I'm going to tempt you with some other different colors of zircon and show you a zircon party, a zircon salad, however you want to look at it. I've got 4 of the other representative colors of zircon in this family of Rarity and gem material. So let's bring this one up front because I'm just now stacking up here to make sure you get a nice viewpoint of each one. There's the hot pinky red. Here's the gorgeous yellow. This is fun. That sprayed effect, asymmetrical design of the blue zircon. And then here it is in the green. Reminder, we still have the white zircon from earlier available. It was up for auction, didn't get an open. So here's the, oh, that's the green. That's just so cool in that cutting. So this is a double refractive stone, no matter which color you get. But I thought this would be fun to put together a lot of different mountings, different colors of zircon, different diamond weights, different gold colors. Let's give you an option here. It looks like we can change gold color on any. You do a 2-tone on the blue zircon. The rest are yellow, yellow, and white as they are. But again, you can switch them up if you want to. Let's do something wild here. Call me on the Tanzanite. Someone's going to let me know. I'm sure at any moment someone's going to blurt out that that one's gone. It's only the best Tanzanite value I've had, and usually Tanzanites right now have been closer to 900 carat, and they've been going. That one was exceptional. So here's what we've got for you. I'm going to go through some carat weights here. These are all zircons, all designer, all detailed. Let's start with the pink up front. That's a 544. These are all one-onlys, by the way, so what you get is what you see, and what you see is what you get. That's our 544 with 9 points in diamonds. We head on over to the blue, which is a 327 round. It's got 27 points in the diamonds, both pave and the tube set. Diamonds there. We've got this really fabulous green in the back. That's a 323 green zircon, 323 with 55 points in diamonds. Then we go over to the yellow, the round. The 2 rounds are on the sides there. There's our bright yellow, very diamond-like. It's a 251 on that zircon, and that's got 58 points in diamonds in that little bit of designer clover look. It doesn't look like a 4-leaf clover as much as it reminds me of you-know-who. The big artful designer that does a lot of the enamel jewelry where they do clovers in enamel, and their enamel pieces cost 30 and 40 grand. And it's enamel. Boy, I wish I could invent something that was that kind of profit margin where, you know, enamel doesn't cost much. It just doesn't. And yet, you've seen what that designer does when they do the enamel clovers and they put them in a necklace or a bracelet, and oh my goodness, they're so status, but they're very, very pricey to get. Here's where you have a choice of, just take your pick, whichever one you want, and they're all one of a kinds. You can change the gold color here, which is awfully nice, I think, and then let's take a look at what your options are, and we're gonna get the price down. And I would honestly say for a collector, you might think about doing all of them. I mean, that sounds crazy, but you could. I mean, reasonably speaking, when they're $49.99 to start, and I'm going to go super duper low, it may be possible to go ahead and take a couple of them and really add to your collection. And don't forget, we had the white zircon earlier, which is still here, and that was a 4.5 carat option. So you've definitely got options, but let's make this easy. Pinky red, yellow, green, or blue. Tell me which one you love. And we got to really knock this price out of the park here. It's not going to be $49.99. I can vow that to you. Having to really just, we're going to have to really massage these prices here tonight. We already have been. We're going to keep that going. You are in for some major values all the way through the night. And we only have about 100 minutes left. So let's make it better than $39 or $29 or $19.99. Pick your favorite, whichever it is. But they're never going to last. They can't, they won't, they're beautiful, they're designer. Look at this blue zircon. If you've never seen this design, how cool is this on the hand? Like a firework on one side. It almost is like the shooting star meeting the firework, I feel like. It's like that dazzling round. Look what that does. And blue zircons are some of our hottest and most favorite. They're very highly requested these days. To get a blue zircon like that, bright as can be, the green zircon is such a cool cut. It's actually a radiant modified cut, and it's really giving the liveliness that We don't always see with the greens. Usually they're a little bit too dark. That one's giving you nice, bright, almost demantoid-like qualities. This yellow is looking like a diamond. No surprise, we saw the white zircon looking like a white diamond, the yellow's looking like a yellow diamond. And then the rare out of Sri Lanka, those new as of 2020 pinky red zircons. That's in the middle there. Let's make it a lot better. Not even 19. I know it's going to take some real finessing of some discounts tonight. It's just going to. It's going to be the way it is. Friday night is here. We've got a huge weekend ahead. I hope you can be with me tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. This is our last evening show of the week. Then we turn it in the weekend, give you these daytime spectaculars. But really, this is about picking up a zircon that is unique and designer and different and bold and all the things I think that may be unique to your collection. Because at this point, that's always the struggle is we have jewelry collections. As jewelry-loving ladies, we got collections that, you know, feel sometimes very complete until you see something that really stretches outside the box here and outside the basic boundaries of gems. So let's take a look at this. Not 19, not $1,500. Uh-oh. We're looking at a lot of gold on all four. Big gem presents again. We can bring up graphics and tell you about them again and recap all of that as you start to call in and ask for which piece you prefer, but they're not 15. Oh no, this is gonna be a little wild here. How about 14? How about 13? Giveaway night is here. Giveaways. That's all we're doing. Complete giveaways. It's not $13.99 per ring. This is going to take one of those moments where collectors are going to rejoice. Like I said, I would not be shocked if one collector said, I'm going to take all four. All four right now would be, what are we thinking? Well under $6,000. What, $5,400 or so? If you wanted to get everything you see up there, you'd be spending like $55.96 exactly. Well, let me help you out here and get you an even better value. If you wanted to take all four, you're still getting basically, it's like a buy one, get three free almost. Because they were $49.99 or more originally, so you're real close to a buy one, get three. I mean, that just blows my mind. It's like, what am I selling? Bunches of asparagus at the grocery store? Or am I selling jewelry with gold and diamonds and really, really rare zircons in the middle? It's the latter. And we're going to do better than $13.99. Take whichever one you like. And again, you don't have to take all four. This isn't it's not a set opportunity. You don't have to take all four. Certainly, you just pick out your favorite or pick out the one you don't have or pick out the new and exciting one that maybe you've been thinking about, but maybe it's been a little out of reach. Certainly, these stones are very rare. They tend to have a little more money associated with them as well. We're going to go even lower. How about $1,299? Blowout time. And it's a big Friday night, but we're halfway through. And if you're waiting on the diamond band, it is 34 minutes and 40 seconds away. Countdowns commence. We're going to get you the diamond ring. The last chance. I know a lot of you have it. I get it. But a lot of you asked for another, wanted to gift it, wanted to get another to stack. Maybe you haven't seen it and you want the biggest diamond value. And for those of you that are going, I already heard the specs on it. No thanks, Lolo. I'm not made of money. I don't have 20 grand to spend on a 2.5 carat diamond ring. It's not $20,000. Jason, which one can I show you on the hand? Pink, you got it. That's 5327 right here in the middle. 5327 is our 544. They got a good eye. That's the biggest one up there in carat weight. And there's your oval. Pinky red material. Love that one. 2020 is when it was discovered. It was shortly after that it was gone. So there's not a whole lot of that pinky red zircon material floating about. That's a 544 zircon with 9 points in diamonds. Got a little, almost like a fluted design on the sides with a little leafy look, leafy floral almost on the sides within that split style band. It's a nice wide band. You see the width of the band is almost the length of the stone. So it's got a really good presence of gold. You can change the gold color as well. And that one is $12.99 and sounds like it may be going out of here. So again, the blue, the pink, the yellow, the green. Let me know which one you want to see featured up front and what we can really zoom in on for you. But that is $12.99 a piece. And we're going to give it 60 seconds. Go ahead. Would love to. That's what I'm waiting for, is you to tell me which one you like, and then we'll try it on. This is the green. This is 5719. It's the next one up here, and that's going to be our radiant cut modified. It's a 323 on the carat weight. So 3 carat 23 with 55 points. Interesting that the diamonds in the design actually really feel a lot like a nod to the radiant cutting. They have a lot of the same shapes and designs you see on the sides that the Radiant cut itself has. So it feels like the diamonds are really emphasizing that, highlighting that. And that is going to be $12.99 for the green zircon. They're super rare, but that actually looks more like a demantoid garnet, I think, than it looks like a zircon, because zircons are usually very deep, dark, and intense color, and a little too dark for a lot of our likings. This is where you're getting that bright, flashy green. So that is one only as well. They all are. They all are. Let me know. We're not leaving them here because, again, can't leave them here. Cannot leave them here. We're making a lot of work for our jewelers here right now, because when pieces go on the air, if they are to stick around, which is very seldom that happens, but if they do stick around, what happens is we're not putting them back in the vault. So when, especially after you discount it, it's one thing if we just show it, and if I've discounted it on a wheel like this, where it's a blowout price. And I just want to explain what's going on, because this is how we're going to help you get around. For those of you that say, I can't afford jewelry anymore, thanks Lola, I heard on the national news that gold's really pricey. Ignore it, because listen to what we're going to do. And we're the only ones that can do this, because again, we don't just buy pre-made pieces that are from some other dealer. We don't just buy estate pieces. We don't do that. We make it all here in-house. So you're probably saying, well, if you're making jewelry every day, you're making it at $3,200 an ounce, right? No, that's where we're wrong. First of all, these pieces take more than a day to create. A lot of the pieces you see on the air today, the process of making it began months ago. It takes some time to make jewelry. It's not just like, you know, turn it around in 5 minutes. These ideas and anything you see on the air going forward, it is not going to be put it back in a vault to save it for another day, bring it out on a different day. Not going to do that. We are going to have to, and we have this ability, and we're thankful for that, but we are going to have to take those stones out. If pieces stick around, especially after they've been discounted like this, we take the stones out, meaning the center stone first, diamonds come out as well. The gold can be repurposed. It's the same thing. Most of the clothing we buy today is repurposed, right? It's made of recyclable goods. It's really, again, there's a lot of fabrics and textiles that are made out of recycled different materials. Well, this is a little different. This is still gold. So you can, again, melt down the gold, and that's how we can really kind of get around some of this gold pricing. So we're not just going to go out and buy fresh gold at $3,200 an ounce. That doesn't make a lot of sense right now. You would see prices increase by about 300%. And we obviously know that's probably not the best business practice. So we're all about values. We're going to continue those on. So take a look at this. This is yes. Let's go with the blue again on the hand. And which one? And the yellow, sure. So again, here's the blue on the hand, then we'll switch it out and do the yellow for you, but that's going to be a very asymmetric design. You see how wide it is here and more singularly on that side. That's going to be item number for you, Jason. That's 112-6171. And they just called to see if I could try them on. All right. Well, at least they're hanging out with us on a Friday night. That's our 327 with 27 points in diamonds, and here's the yellow. The yellow is going to be item number 112-6413. That's what it looks like on the hand, that clover detail style, all done in diamond pave and a couple of bigger diamonds set within the petals, and that would be our 251 with 58 points in diamonds. Thank you all for being with me tonight. We are halfway through the show. We have 90 minutes left, and we are now 29.5 minutes away from the 6-stone big diamond band, which will be, which I have a feeling is what everyone's probably just waiting on. You're thinking, well, I'm not going to buy anything because I'm going to buy that diamond band. We're in last call on the diamond band. Again, it is the last chance. If you know somebody who's been looking for a big diamond band and they're frustrated because you're walking into retail, and by the way, that's another thing we'll talk about when we get there. The retail on this ring, I did the math. I couldn't find the exact same thing in retail, but this band that's coming up in about 29 minutes is our best diamond value and best jewelry value we've ever had all time. And that's really saying something because there have been a lot of values through the years, but it's our 243 6-stone band with the VS round brilliant diamonds. It is for everybody. I have known even gentlemen to pick it up because gentlemen like to wear diamond bands too. So again, it can be for anybody, but that is a massive ring. I'm just wearing one there, and you see from all the way across the room what that looks like on. You can keep on going. You could be a football field away and you're going to see that ring because each and every diamond is a 40-point or larger diamond. It's coming up in 28.5 minutes. It's our last time showing it to you because, well, I would bring this ring every day. I do 15 hours of shows a week, 5 shows, 3 hours each, 15 hours every week. If I could show this ring every single day, I would. I would show it every day. You guys would hate me and you'd be so bored, but I would show it every day because it's that big a value. That big a value. It's just, when it comes to value, it is the pinnacle, the Mount Rushmore, the all-star, the everything. It's the best value we've ever had in all of jewelry. And it's coming back for one last time tonight because we've been able to make a few more, and I mean a few in white, a few in yellow, and that's it. and you're going to get one last chance at the top of the hour to get it. So this is when you also call those diamond lovers. And by the way, if you're thinking, I don't know if my niece in Nebraska has TVON, well, you can always have them go online. TVON.com. We have a live streaming there. I know everyone's got a smart device of some kind that can get online. TVON.com. We have a Facebook page called TVON. TVON Jewelry is where you can go watch the show live. Also, our biggest community actually by far is on YouTube. So you can search TVON Jewelry on YouTube and you can watch that way as well. And it's just like watching it on TV. I have people that are out to dinner. They're at charity functions. They're at events and they're watching on their phone or their tablet if they snuck it in because they don't want to miss a moment of the show. So again, even if you're on the go, if you know somebody and you're thinking, yeah, what's the likelihood they have TV on Spectrum or Fios or Direct or Dish, just have them hop online and be a part of this last of its kind diamond value. It's happening in just a few more minutes. So top of the hour, 7 o'clock, that's Pacific time, that's 9 o'clock Central time, and that's 10 Eastern. So make sure you're with us in about just a few minutes from now, and we'll help you out with that because I don't have many. The first time around we had, what, did we have over 100 go out? Today I only have a total of 15 rings for everybody. That's it, 15 rings, yes. You have a new shopper, Mary from Florida. Hi, Mary from Florida. How nice, and what was Mary picking up? Love that. Thank you so much. Mary in Florida, brand new shopper with us here tonight. Thank you, Mary. And Mary, stick around. If you're brand new, you might not have seen this diamond band that we have coming up in a few minutes. Amazing. You'll love it. I do have our newest, latest, greatest Brazilian. It's our Brazilian tourmaline. It's Brazilian Paraiba, actually. And it's in quartz. So I've got one to show you. Let me get that up here for you. And it's new in the design. We've actually not seen it in the signature mounting. And, well, this might be the... I don't know where, it's so funny. I wish I could see them all at once, and they're kind of trickling out here, and we've had one a day. Look at that. This is the most of the Brazilian Paraiba presents we have seen overall, 1128-153. And remember, we only have white and yellow. I will tell you, by the way, for everyone that's asking about the diamond band already, the yellow gold is the one that's far, far, far more limited. We don't usually have as many people shopping the white diamonds in yellow when we have the choice of. So the yellow gold, if you already know that you're thinking yellow gold because that's all you wear, that's going to be far, far more limited in the band coming up at the top of the hour. So just going to put that out there now. It's I'm just very transparent with you. We have 11 in the white gold and we have 4 in the yellow gold and none in the rose gold. And that is it. And we're going to be keeping a very close eye because I literally can't oversell it by one. Now here's our 234 Brazilian Paraiba. It's a huge Brazilian Paraiba crystal, so that's how it forms. It's like a crystal that you would normally extract, and then you would cut and facet polish. We've got the crystal within the quartz cabochon, yes. Thank you, Star. It's been forever since I heard from you. Oh my goodness, I hope all is well. Thank you, Star, just to call in and say hello and give a kind compliment. Well, aren't you just the sweetest? Star, thank you so much. Star in Pennsylvania, it's so good to hear from you. We've been shopping together a long time. I get, sometimes it's so funny how I think of you guys all so often because even though we may not know each other personally, obviously we've been shopping together a long time and I get to know a lot about you and, you know, what you like to shop for and where you live and all of that. And I gotta say, it's, all these different customers pop into my head all the time, and I think, and I always wonder how y'all are doing. So it's nice to hear those check-ins and just, you know, hear those hellos. And, you know, so many of us go way, way back together. So it's so nice to hear from you. Thank you, Star. Let's go ahead and talk about this rare new one here. Also, the diamond weight is 118. It does stay in the white gold here as well. We still got a couple of the zircons, so check with your operators there and see what's left on the zircon front with the golden, the yellow, the green, and the pink and the blue. But here we are with a 234 in diamonds and gold and another signature style. It stays in white this time around and we'll make it really easy and affordable for you. It's in the white gold only, and I'm trying to make these affordable because they're very collectible. And you know, this is something I debuted just about 2 weeks ago. It was actually 2 weeks ago tomorrow that I debuted these. It was the first time they'd ever been here. I know some of you have seen them floating around elsewhere. We'd never brought them here because we'd never seen the quality that we really love. So we brought them out and we started that debut 2 weeks ago, and they were so much fun. And yet it's very exciting because I think a lot of people with any debut, but especially if it's a rare debut, we expect pieces to be quite pricey. And that's what I love is that, remember, we're not going to bring you something unless it's number one, great quality, and number two, it has to be a great value. So it really has to work together that way, and this does. So it's really our driving force. I'm never going to bring you something if I can't bring you the great value as well. So that's just really the key here. And this one, it's just remarkable. I was expecting $69.99 on this one. We're going a lot lower for you tonight. Big value on the way. Come on in. Let's send it on out. $69 it will not be. You've got one chance, one opportunity to pick it up. Take a look at this on the hand. I love seeing that huge presence. When you see it on the hand, it pretty much looks like the whole stone is Brazilian Paraiba. The bright blue-green signature color of that stone. This time it's set within, again, and we don't set that. So when I say set, it means Mother Nature did that. It just was the crystal growth within that stone. So sometimes you see, again, we see that Brazilian material, which we know is the original find. Really, really rare. I love that. I was just distracted because I was looking at the sides a little bit. There's a reflection over here. You see it? And that's either another crystal or it's a reflection. It's almost like giving a mirrored off finish. It looks like there's another Brazilian Paraiba crystal in there. But I think with this dome cabochon being so nice and rounded, you're seeing some interesting looks from all the different angles. And that's going to go all the way through to the back side as well. So that's through and through natural crystal there is just so rare. It's a really fabulous look as well. And it's going to be affordable, like $19.99 affordable. And that'll be it on our beautiful Brazilian quartz new one tonight. I don't know where we stand on requests, guys. I know a lot of you have called in and made requests. I haven't had any requests come out. It just may mean we don't have it or we're still working on it. So hang in there with us. We're just about 21 minutes away from the top of the hour. I do have a gorgeous necklace coming up, and I was a little bit just kind of astounded here on this necklace. I better get you a length because that's going to be real crucial here on a full finished collar style necklace that I cannot get over. It's in platinum, so if you like white metals, get ready. If you've been looking for a fancier, brighter, bold necklace, well, we got one coming up, and it's going to be 18 inches in length, which really tends to work for a lot of us as well, and some big, big diamonds together with it. So we're going to see that next. It's 112-7591. So that'll be on the way. This is only going to be 18 inches, but it's got a beautiful platinum diamond cut beaded chain. So this is the necklace, and it feels a little bit like a bigger, bolder version of our dangling diamonds by the yard. It's $75.91. Let me also show you how it's flexible. Do you see how it's going to really adapt to your neckline? Because all of those, yeah, that beautiful centerpiece is going to be hinged in between. So you see how you can make it an upright V or more of a U design or more of a straight across. So again, it's going to really tailor to how you're wearing it when it's on the neckline. So when you put that chain on, which is an entire necklace all attached, it's going to have that great diamond cutting beaded chain, so that's platinum. You've got this beautiful centerpiece, which is going to give you all those large diamonds. I don't know. It says 35 points. Well, if that isn't bezel sets making the diamonds look larger, I don't know what's going to be better proof of that than that necklace right there. All bigger rounds, 35 points. It's so heavy. It's an entire necklace. It's 18 inches in length. Now, of course, there's going to be a little extra drop just down the middle. You see that little V dove's tail point that's created in the middle, so you always know your centerpiece. And then you've got those two extra diamonds draping from there. This is what it would look like. I'm going to put it on at 18 inches, would be right about there or so. And if it's on me, and so you've got that beautiful look. It does have a spring ring closure and a nice little kind of a tab closure, so it's easy to maneuver as well. Take a look at it here, and let's just see if we can give this thing away. Doesn't that look expensive? I mean, we all know what chains are going for. Little itty bitty teeny tiny chains with no diamonds at all are going for $600 and $700 and going up by the day as gold does. Well, this is platinum, so you get it in denser metal. It's great for our, don't worry, if you like sterling silver and white gold or any white metal, you're going to love platinum. And it's not going to be, because what do you think? Take a guess. What do you think something like that should be? I wish you could feel it like I'm doing. I wish you could feel the weight, the drop in the diamonds. You do have a total of 10 diamonds. It's going to be 4 on each side, 2 down the middle, so 10 diamonds in total, and really big ones in the center. There is no way that's 35 points. It's got to be more than that. Something's left out there. But that's what we're going to call it. And if you get more for free. And speaking of free, what if we give you the diamonds for free, the platinum for free, and we just say, help pay for the labor, the intangible, the one that's tough to think about because we're so caught up in the beauty of the gold, or in this case, the platinum and the diamonds and the workmanship and the design. It is not going to be, I would have guessed, just looking at it, especially feeling it, I get to feel the weight of it, and it's nice and weighty. I would easily guess $89.99. That's what I would guess. Best case scenario, the way it's linked together, these are all hinged. So again, that's how you get the movement there, how you can make it a little bit straight across or more of like a V shape. So it's totally up to you. But this is obviously just, you know, how it's going to basically just really fluidly sit right along the neckline as it should. And we're going to do this for better than even $8,000. Call me early if you like it, because I know this one's going to be one of those that if we had 5 or 6 or 10, we'd sell every one of them out. I have one. It stays in platinum. It's not 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. Mama got to sell some jewelry up here. So you're seeing something that right now is $29.99, and I will not stop there. A solid platinum 18-inch with big old diamonds in a necklace, and it's not even $1,999. I told you we're giving it away. The metal and the diamonds are free. We're literally asking for what it would cost to put the thing together. Just the workmanship, just the labor behind it. 19, 18, 17. Shall I keep going? On a platinum that is not a platinum plating. There's a lot of platinum plating out there. 1 micron of platinum, 1 micron of gold. This is solid platinum. It's not a ring, an earring, a bracelet. It's the more complex, the one that requires the most metal. It's a necklace. And it's not gone at 17. So I'll just keep on going because, again, pieces have to go. We can't just sit up here for the next hour and 14 minutes and not offer you anything but the diamond band. Everything's got to go. 17, 16, 15. We've lost our minds officially. I have lost it completely. This is not correct. I'm going to make it easy, $1,499. I can't even show you a platinum band for $1,499. How about a necklace dripping in diamonds, like a collar style of a platinum necklace for $1,499? What more can be said? It's a giveaway. And it's here for 30 seconds more. I'm giving it 30 seconds. We're gonna hope that we have a shopper, a lover of jewelry, a great necklace lover. I mean, collars are expensive. This is that not so overly dressy type of collar because everything's centered up in the center and the front. You don't have to worry about diamonds going all the way around and getting caught and tangled and all that and flipping and turning. It will never happen. And it's $1,499. And I wish you could feel what I'm feeling right now. This is a very, very heavy, bold, beautifully built necklace. And it's $1,499. And I guess we got to move on. And then we've got some Tanzanite earrings here. Tanzanite pendant, the Paraiba. There's our Brazilian Paraiba. I suppose if that's here, it's probably not wise to show you carat 44 in Paraiba faceted, but I do have an incredible kunzite value, so let's bring that out. And then, yeah, we're waiting. We got about 14 minutes to the top of the hour. Tantalizes all of us, including myself. Take a look at that. That's going to be our kunzite. Needs a little extra polish here. It's 11260. Actually, let's make that 7647. 7647 on a very large oval stone. Great color here. That's also a very large custom mounting around that kunzite, split shank on the side. So glad to have you with us on a Friday. Happy Friday indeed. So I'm really thrilled you're here with us. Giving away jewelry is the best thing in the world to do. I'm thrilled I can spend 3 hours a day doing it with you, and this is a very exciting time to get in. So here's our kunzite. It's a 1252, so it's got the size, has the diamonds all the way around it and the split shank, and a lot of diamonds they are. Carat 61 is your diamond weight. That big band ring is coming up, by the way. We're counting down 14 minutes from now. Tell a friend, hop them online, get them to watch, because this is the diamond band you will never be able to top in quality or value ever. It is our last call with it. This is not something that's coming back. If it ever were to come back, it'd be so crazy. You would think we're kidding. it'd be like $30,000 next time it comes back. So I would say just get it tonight and be done with it, start wearing it, enjoying it, and gifting it, and loving it, and thinking about all those people that are getting engaged this time of year with springtime here. Think about that as the wedding band to go with it down the line. Here's what I'll do on the kunzite. Let's take it under $3,000. There's something that's not supposed to happen on a 1252. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That's a nice big stone. Got the big gems out here. The big jewelry's out tonight. The big diva pieces. And that's not 3,000 or 29. Look at the flash of that cut. It's almost got to feel like it's a cushion cut facet pattern somehow within the oval. Doesn't it look like that? It's bright, it's neon, it's beautiful. It's really just extreme work in color. Best of the best in what we want in color, and it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27.99. The giveaway on our one and only kunzite of the show tonight, and it's only going to be $2,777 for the kunzite in the very, very big size. And let me know who's got that one. That will not be long for this world. And then I think our necklace may be verifying. It sounds like that necklace is verifying right now as we speak. The platinum and diamond necklace for under $1,500. It feels like we're doing costume jewelry pricing, doesn't it? Without it being costume jewelry. I love that. So it's a really good night to be picking up something to treat yourself to as we are now fully into spring, embracing those springtime moments, holidays, and excursions. Maybe you're lucky enough to get on a vacation this spring or summer, and you're thinking about all those get-togethers, or maybe you're having, oh my gosh, my favorite thing in the world, family reunions. Wouldn't it be great if you want to, you know, whether it's that high school reunion or the family reunion, you want to feel and look your best. But that's the thing about jewelry. You're wearing these pieces not just once in a while. You get to wear them whenever you feel like it and have them forever and have them really be that gaining in value as you love them and as you wear them. And by the way, still a few pieces remain from earlier. So like the Dragonfly and the Scapolite and the color change Diaspore, the big yellow diamond cocktail ring, the white Zircon, the fabulous, this yellow diamond ring, just in case you weren't with me in the first couple of minutes of the show. Here's the yellow diamond cocktail ring for $15.99. That whole ring is $15.99. So it's $100 more than the platinum necklace, which is still here. There's the $190 in total yellow diamonds, big ones, all natural. We don't do forward treated or heated or anything like that. Those are natural yellow diamonds, and it's almost 2 carats worth. We also have some stiletto drop diamond earrings as well. Our Zircon party also here. The white Zircon, let me also flash this. It looks like the biggest diamond in the world. You can't fault a Zircon. It's really rare in its own right. Here's the big white Zircon. If anybody would like that, it was $2,500 to open, and that's a huge 4.5 carat colorless or white Zircon, and that's going to be our 10mm stone with a carat 36 in diamonds, the halo, the diamonds continuing down the sides of the band. That is a rock star of a ring. And middle finger, I'd say it works. Index finger, I'd say it works there too. And looks like you're sporting the most incredible natural diamond, and no one's ever going to dispute that, because the quality of that stone, from the cutting to the bright white, again, it's colorless. If anything, we were talking about it up close, is that blue white, looking like the best decolored diamond you could get. A lot of times they have that little bit of a subtle, real subtle blue glow. As you see it up close, you're going to see it here. That is Zircon in the middle with the diamonds on the sides. I don't know about you, but I always feel like it's a little unfair to have a big white Zircon with white diamonds, because I feel like the diamonds almost don't stand up to that white Zircon. I feel like when you see it on the hand and from a distance, you just see sparkle. It's sparkle, Sparkle City. But when you see it up close, anybody else have that feeling, or is it just me? I feel like the white Zircon is almost outshining, out bright, right? That just is bright as can be. And I feel like we are so used to VS diamonds and we love them, and we know there's such a high standard in diamonds, but look at that Zircon go. It's magnificent. And it's $2,500 if anybody wants to open up that auction. And guess what? If it's a delayed open, there's probably not going to be a lot of competition to that piece either. So it'd be a really good time to pick it up. And as we have 9 minutes until, I know what you're all waiting for. You're waiting on the top of the hour. We got 9 minutes to go. I do want to show you some of the pieces we had earlier, especially really early, that you might still want to consider for your collection here, because look at that. There's the white Zircon. We've got the Scapolite off to the left. Here's the big yellow diamond. That's the big yellow diamond cocktail ring right there with the carat 90 and yellow diamonds. I also had, this one actually sold and then actually got swapped out, I believe. So there's our Iolite. That is our marquees cut in that really rare Iolite. It's a 263 Iolite. We've got that one for $888. So you've got some great examples here. Maybe we just move this big tall tower of a pear shape to the middle, and then we don't have to go all that far back. But again, really beautiful Scapolite in the round. That's really lovely. Got our white Zircon. There's our rare Scapolite. There's that beautiful Iolite in the marquees cut. Got one more to recap for you as well, so you get another option. But I really think that this Diaspore is one worth taking. It's the 1777 352 round in that color changing one source Diaspore. So those are a few of the pieces that you may have missed. If you join us a little bit later in the evening, Scapolite is $19.99. The white Zircon behind it is only $2,500 to open. There's our $888 Iolite. Here's the Diaspore for $17.77, and right there in the middle is our $15.99 yellow diamond cocktail ring. So all 5 of those just recap from earlier in our first hour. Yes, Jason. Yes, I can. I have it right here for you. So that was that platinum necklace, and it's, remember, only 18 inches and not adjustable. So I'm going to float it approximately where 18 inches will sit. And let me make sure I've got the front of those bezels. Yes, I do. All right, so this is what it looks like on the neckline. So for a size reference, and also look at the beautiful detail of those diamond-like cuts. And again, step back just for the focus there. You can see this necklace. I'm holding it where 18 inches hits on me approximately. So you've got that look there. So when the chain goes all the way around, you do have that spring ring closure, what's going to fasten in the back. And then it's going to sit right about there on the neckline. So it's a beautiful piece to fill in just about any open neckline you have. And then, of course, all of this diamond cutting to this bead-like chain. So it looks actually as if it's diamonds all the way around without it having to be the expense. But it's a lot of platinum and all big bezel sets, 10 individual bezel set diamonds. So they look bigger, they likely are bigger than what we have represented up there, and it's $14.99. Let's go back to our wheel, take a look at our 5 pieces to recap here. That necklace, by the way, is $14.99 if you'd like to have it. And then, Tim, do you have any questions before we go to our top of the hour? Okay, so we're in last call on hour number 2, about to embark on hour number 3. Very happy to have your company tonight on a Friday. It's no fun without you. The Club TVON is down to 1 hour. We do have our very, very big only the biggest value we've ever brought in all the years we've been broadcasting. It is hands down the biggest value. It's our best seller, and it's only been here, what, once. So now we're going to bring it back to you by popular demand. The difference is we're going to need a couple hundred. I have a grand total, and this is going to sound like a colossal number because it's TVON and we usually have one of a kind. However, we only have 15, which I know what you're thinking. You're going, well, there's no rush on that. 15? I might as well have 10 billion of them. No. We need hundreds of these. That's the kind of value it is. Whether you're coming back for another, whether you've never seen it before, wait till you see our top of the hour. It is our 2 carat. I'm wearing it. It's the 243 diamond band, 6 stone style. If you want to do a little quick research, you got 5 minutes till it debuts. It's going to be moments, and then it's sold out and done. I just had, again, more messages coming in a few minutes ago from shoppers that are lucky enough to already have it, own it, received it, wear it, and guess what? The response is overwhelming. I'll read you some of those testimonials that have been coming into me. Overwhelming amounts of feedback about that ring, about how is that even better in person. I'm used to VS Diamonds. You're used to VS Diamonds, but usually they're so much smaller as their accents in rings or even in bands. I usually have a 20-pointer. These are more than double that. So you're getting huge diamonds, the biggest we've ever done, by the way, in diamonds in a ring. 40 points plus. Plus you're getting a 243, that's minimum. Most of you are getting 2.5 carats and more, 6-tone style. So even if you wear a larger ring size, you're still going to have diamonds going all the way across the hand as opposed to just a little bit through the middle, because I think it looks a lot cheaper if diamonds only go a little bit around the band. I want them to go side to side to almost look like an eternity band without being just uncomfortable like eternity bands can be. So we are 4 minutes away. Let's take a look at our recap here very, very quickly, then we got to go. Lots and lots to get to. That ring will not take long. I have 15 to go around. So again, it's not going to last. It's our last time on the air. I mean, if I'm ever able to bring it back, that'll be one thing, but it's 30 grand if it comes back easily. And that's what you would pay more likely in wholesale. Well, retail would be even bigger in the numbers. So just get the value we have, and I promise you it will not be It will not be tens of thousands of dollars. I have no words when it comes to this value, and yet my job is to come up with the words for it. So I'm going to do my best, but there is a mega value. And if you have any questions, let me walk you through what's here. We have the 1777 Diaspore, because we're going to put a 3-minute clock on this shortly here and wait till got to clear off the wheel. That's the deal. We got to clear off this wheel before we can bring out our most popular diamond band and our biggest value of all time. But we have to clear this wheel off first. All 5 rings that are one of a kinds have got to go. And I know we're already getting a lot of questions probably about the diamond top of the hour, but hang on just a moment. And who wanted to see our little drop earrings with our pave paws? Because we have not seen these in a while. Hi, Katrina. All right, Katrina wanted to see the paw earrings. We used to have studs, but I think they're gone. So we have the drops now for you as well. And I'll show them very quickly here on the hand. We're going to talk about 1110413. Katrina, these are so cute. I'm thinking I need these on April 11th. This is 1110413. A beautiful, sophisticated way to do paw jewelry. Paw as in pets, animals, animal lovers, pet lovers. You want to remember a pet, memorialize a pet, think about the ones, if you are involved in rescue organizations, I know that's where I volunteer mostly, is with rescue organizations and shelters here locally in Southern California. And I am just, because I am such an animal advocate, and I gotta say, with 17 points in diamonds, I've oftentimes taken our pet or our paw jewelry and I've donated them to charity functions that are, meant to raise money, because, these are nonprofits and they gotta raise money somehow to do their good work that they do. And so a lot of times it's through galas, auctions, silent auctions, events, different fundraisers. And I take fine jewelry like this and purchase it, and to oftentimes then have auctioned off in a silent auction. And you know what? Gonna fetch a lot of money for a great cause if you want to think about that. We only have white and rose available, by the way, so no yellow gold here. White and rose, 17 points. Tim, was that Katrina on the line? And that's not what she's looking for? Okay. So we're going to do these real quick. If anybody else, Katrina's going to bow out. So that means we have a little bit of quantity for the rest of you. And the diamonds are gorgeous. They're basically in that drop and in the paw. It is pave, yes, pave. And then you've got this beautiful inch and a half length in the drop. It is a lever back style, only rose and white, and we'll make them $599 if you'd like to get those paw earrings in the drops. And so for you, for a gifting idea, for, again, any of our animal advocates or animal lovers, that is a great way to go. So if you really just adore your pets and you want to show that off in your fine jewelry, what a beautiful way to go, and a $599 price tag. We are 1 minute away. We'll go back to our wheel of 5. We are 1 minute away from our top of the hour, which I hope you're looking forward to half as much as I am, because that's the real thrill of doing this. Let's face it, when you do this every day and you've been doing it for 24 years, what is there to get excited about? Well, every day there's something new and fresh and fabulous. And when you've got values the way we do, it never ceases to amaze me. And when this debuted a while back, it was a value. It's a better value today than it was back then, because look what's happening with everything in our world. So take a last look at this wheel. We've got a couple actual seconds here, 20 seconds to make it official until we get to our top of the hour. I want to make sure you get your favorite there. If I had relatives watching, I would have my own relatives buying this ring. I can't get you a better deal. I work here. It's an unbelievable value we're about to give and bring out for our top of the hour. And it is our all-time best value. And it works for everybody, from younger to older, anywhere in between, from wedding ring upgrades to wedding bands for the newly married. Whatever it is, this is the band you need to have, the anniversary band. All right, you ready, guys? We're at the top of the hour. So glad you're with us tonight. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a good week. If you haven't, toss it, chuck it, and let's make it better, because we have got the way that every single day of your life, what do we put on in jewelry every day? Are you wearing your Diaspore every day? Are you wearing your Iolite every day? Are you wearing your yellow diamonds every day? Those may not be your everyday pieces. Are you wearing a Scapolite? Probably not. It's a softer stone. I always like to tell you that. Be careful. Are you wearing your white Zircon every day? Maybe. But what I can ensure that what every one of us puts on every day is a diamond band. I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you. I want to start setting it up here so you can really, and we just had 5 rings up there, and still, we didn't even need to zoom in on that band necessarily. I'm going to, because I want to show you quality. Yes, Jason, it looks like you have an inquiry. Already 1 yellow gold gone. We are down to 3 in yellow gold, and we haven't even put up the item number. Operators, I'm going to ask you a huge favor. It's a huge favor, and I know it's something that normally we say, don't tell Lolo what's going on. But let me actually, please, 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 I got the Sharpie out. What does that mean? That means I got to keep a very strict quantity, a count on quantity. I have 11 in white gold. It's our most popular. If you're not sure where to go, go with the white gold. I had 4, but now I have 3 in yellow. That's it. Rose gold, out of luck. No rose gold. 112, 7258. This is the moment we have been waiting for tonight, the moment. And I know some of you were here with me when it debuted on I think it was a Saturday. It was a weekend. It was a Saturday, I believe. You were here. You took advantage. There were about, what was it, Andy? The final count was 112 people on a wait list at the end of the day. When I left here in the afternoon after my weekend morning show, when I left here in the late afternoon, there had been a wait list compiled that had over 100 people on it. We didn't have it. How many? Okay, so we're already selling them. You probably don't need me for this. It's the biggest and best value we've ever had on this show. Item number 7258. 6 stones, 1 band, your everyday style. Your everyday style. You put it on and you wear it every single day. You got a band, upgrade it. If you have a bigger band, congratulations. If you have a band bigger than this, then I bow down and defer to you. You are the Diamond Diva. But most of us do not. That is because every one of those 6 stones is at least 40 points. Some go up to 50. They're all guaranteed to be the same millimeter size, the same beautiful VS, sparkling bright, no inclusions with the naked eye quality, and beautiful bright white stones. So we've got the VS quality diamond band. It's funny because the last time when I had a 1.5 carat diamond band, guess what? They were smaller stones. It was a 1.5 carat diamond band, and it was $29.99. For a 1.5, don't tell me yet, guys, because I'm not going to be able to keep track necessarily because I'm up here talking to the folks at home. But I just heard a white gold go, and I know every single line is locked, and we don't have a lot of operators tonight because it's Friday. So people want to be out and about. I get that. So here we go. 40 points each. Get one, and you can send it back. That's the other thing. This is not a final sale. You can send it on back if you want to. I can't imagine you ever would. I think probably what you'd do is, I wouldn't be surprised if we have jewelers saying, I'll buy every single one of them because I want to just resell them and make a huge profit. Because VS Diamonds simply just do not. And I'm in the wholesale world. I design my own jewelry. I have my own line. I have my own businesses. I have 3 businesses. And outside of TVON. TVON is not my business. I'm just the face of the network. I have businesses on my own. 2 of the 3 are jewelry related. I've got to say, I cannot make this ring. And better yet, I couldn't 20 years ago. I couldn't make this ring for this price 20 years ago or 24 years ago. This is a value. And even when it debuted, forgive me, I don't remember the date, but I think it was in January. I think it was right around the beginning of the year. So months ago, it was our best value ever. It's a bigger value today because today's April. And gold has been going higher by the day. Are we already sold out of yellow? I think we are. Yellow gold is sold out. Sorry, boom, yellow gold sold out. We have white gold left and not many of those. So you probably don't need me for this. We have no price up there. Why? Because everyone knows. Most people probably are getting one because they already have one and they want another. They're going to stack them, or they're buying one and gifting one, or they're buying one and reselling one. So let's take a look at the ring. And I've got the yellow gold so that, let me just show it even though it's sold out, just so you know what you're getting. There's the yellow gold. Yellow gold's gone already. There's the yellow gold. It is gone just for my gals who already picked up the yellow gold. Congratulations, there it is, and I'll try it on for you so you know what you're getting. It's in your size. It's 6 stones, so it's meant to go all the way around the top of the finger there. I wish we had 100. I wish we had 200. I wish we had 300. I could sit here and literally sell every one if I had 500. Unfortunately, we started with 15, and we have far fewer than that. The ring is the most incredible value. I'll get right to it because we're honoring the price that made it the most incredible value we ever had, and I'm going to try on the white gold now. Risa said she got a yellow and a white. She said it's spectacular. I have been getting testimonial emails and messages via Facebook and Instagram the entire night just hearing this ring would be back from those of you that already have it, that have taken the time out of your busy evening to say, I'm going to tell Lolo how much I'm loving mine. Andy, do we have any idea how many white have gone? Because I know we started with 11 and I have not been keeping track. But we have how many? Okay, no, I know, Jason, you got a white gold as well. Did anybody else get a white gold yet? Because I know the yellow gold sold out, so we have 2 white gold already gone. It means 9 left in the white gold. Call me early, call me quickly. It will not last. Take a look at the white gold. It's all we have. That's the one I advocate. That's the one I think is the most important because it shows how beautiful and bright white the diamonds are. It's not going to be the $30,000 it should be. And I mean that. It should be 30 grand. And I could probably make it again someday, but that's going to be only if you want to spend 30 grand. Operators, how many white gold? White gold, white gold, white gold so far. If you're not telling me, tell me, because we have 3 gone in the white gold and we don't even have the price up there. So again, I have 8 left to go around for the world. How many? White gold 1. Thank you. We have only a few left now. We have 7 left. And it's not 30 and it's not 3. And that's what's crazy, because the carat and half version with smaller diamonds that I had way back when was $29.99, and that was a value. This is not 29. It's not 25. It's not $24.99. This is a ring. You just pick it up and you get it and you go on your merry way wearing it every single day of your life. You wear it. Pinky ring all the way to the thumb. It can be worn anywhere in between. It can be worn anywhere. Stack them. Wear multiples. Those of you that are newer, I know we have just recently, within the last several months, we have added new viewership all over the country that likely did not find us by the time this debuted. It was January, I think. So this is your first look at it. If you're newer with us, newer to our family, newer to our network, we do VS Diamonds. These are, let me reiterate real quick to everybody out there who's saying, oh, look, well, at that price, they got to be lab grown. They are not lab grown. They're not I quality, SI quality. They are not yellowy, dark, dingy, ugly, I'll say it, ugly diamonds. They're the best and brightest, the same ones we do in 1-pointers and 2-pointers and accents every day. The difference is these are big enough to be a big engagement ring center stone 6 times over. It's not $24.99. Take a look at the ring. We have white gold only left. I know we have very few to go around. It is not going to be 24 or 23. How many more? You've got another one, Andy? I've counted 5. It means 6 left. Operators, if you haven't told me about a white gold, let me know. We have 6 remaining only in the white gold. That is it. It is not 23, and we're not even to the lowest price. So come on in and get what you can, and you will love it. You will love it. Yes. Of course, here's the inside, here's the back, and I'll show you the profile. There's the back. They're set up in these individual baskets so they can show the beautiful diamonds the light. Show the diamonds the light so they can sparkle and be brilliant like that. 23, 22, and $21.99, they are not. This maintains, and I just wish everybody, you know what, it's true. If everybody could price jewelry this way, everybody in the world would own VS Diamonds. But that's not the case or the reality, because nobody outside of TVON offers values like this in fine jewelry. Nobody. And here's the kicker. We've never had a value like this up until this point and this debut and this ring. We've never had a value that has topped or surpassed this value here. And everybody can wear it. It's a great giftable to the gentlemen out there who are thinking about getting engaged or getting married. Get it for your sons who don't know what to do and they're not watching right now. But you know what? They're going to be awfully glad they have this ring. It's going to save them a lot of time and a lot of money. Let's make it better than even 21. Yes. $2,099. It's not. We have another white gold gone. Operators, if you haven't told me about one, tell me, because we have right now 6 gone, 5 left. That's it. White gold only. It's not even $2,000. This is unheard of. It is $1,999 for the ring. It is just, it's something that I wish we could, again, I would put it up every single show. I would, if I could, if we had the ability, if we had the diamonds, if we had that ability, we would bring this every single show. And you know that's a bigger value today than it was even months ago when it debuted, because gold is going up literally by the day. I don't know when it's going to stop, if it's going to stop. All the experts I talk to, because I talk to people in the business every day, it's my business. It is not showing signs of stopping. That's just the gold. Who cares about gold? What about the diamonds? What are they doing? They're going berserk as well. These are 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 and 40 and 40. 40 point at least, all set side by side in those beautiful 4-prong baskets that keep them close together. Look at it again on the hand. It goes side to side. Even if you have a bigger ring size, they're still going to go side to side. It looks like an eternity band that continues without having any uncomfort, like a lot of eternity bands can give. How are we doing, operators? You're not telling me, are you? Tell me if you've got a white gold. It's all we have left. My count is 5 left. Which probably means we should give it a 60-second clock. And I know we have backed up calls and can't get everyone through. We started with 15. We're down to 5 that I know of. And we have 4. Jason, I think you want one too, right? You can. I'll do it right now with 2 different gold colors. Do they already have one, Jason? I've been talking about this all night. You get another one to stack. Now, these are 2 different gold colors and 2 very different sizes. So they may not sit as well as yours will when you get the same gold color and the same size, but this is what they look like stacked. So I'm just borrowing the yellow gold that's already sold out, but that's what they look like when you put them on together. And obviously the yellow gold is like a 5 and the white gold's about a 6, 7. So they're different sizes, which is why they're sitting a little differently. But again, $19.99. If you're getting a white gold, I know I don't want to show that yellow gold too long because it's already sold out. But if you're getting a white gold, let me know. But they do stack beautifully. I suppose you could put them around another ring if you wanted a really, really big ring guard. Obviously, you'd be getting close to 5 carats in diamonds if you're getting 2. And you'd be getting close to 7.5 carats in diamonds if you're getting 3. And you know you'd be getting close to 10 carats in diamonds if you're wearing 4 at the same time together. So here is your chance right now. Thank you, Risa, for sharing that. I'm so glad you love it. And continue to enjoy it. Wear it in good health. Love it, love it, love it. Is anybody else getting it white gold that I haven't heard? Because I see a lot of phone lines lit. And I know we've got people placing orders, but I'm not hearing about it. So I don't want to oversell because obviously we have what we have. Can't make it again. If I make it again, the problem is it's going to cost about 30 grand. So then it's like not a smart business practice. If we ask 2 from you and if it costs us, you know, if we got to pay $28,000 to make your ring and you're paying 2 and it paid, you know, cost us 30, that's not a real smart way to do business. So again, take the value while we have it. You got one? Do you want a white gold? You can have one. All right. So I think we have 4 left. But if you haven't told me, operators, let me know. I think we have 4 left, and we're still just really busy on the phone lines and backed up. So what if you're doing, if you're waiting on hold, is don't hang up. Do not hang up. Do not go anywhere. This ring is iconic. It's iconic. You need to have one. You need to get one, and you're going to be very, very happy you did. I promise you that. I can't believe how many people I'm hearing from who were here for the debut. They got one. They were lucky enough to get one the first time around. And the rave reviews that are coming in on this incredible ring are really, it's really nice to see. And I know, because I know because I'm seeing it in person and I've tried it on, I've looked at it, and I get what a value it is. How are we doing, Andy? You'll double check for me. I think we got to be sold out. We've got to be sold out on that ring. But check with us. And again, last call on that ring. It is as fabulous as it gets, and it's a do not miss moment for value. I guess I can put the Sharpie away. The rest of what I'm going to have tonight are one of a kinds. How much? One last one, and we have one backed up call. So it may just work out perfectly. I sure hope so. I hate turning people away, obviously. I know that that's the case. Oftentimes, that is the worst part of the job, is I'm so often getting the hate mail from people who said, I can't believe it's sold out. Congratulations if you got one. I'm going to show you something I would really encourage you to think about here. If you are looking to get a match, something now you saved such an enormous amount on that ring. Let me get you the stiletto drop, what would normally be a very pricey $30,000, yeah, again, earring, and it's not going to be here tonight. So I'm going to bring you the really the match, I feel like. If you want to add some more VS white diamonds to your collection, here's how you do it. It's a fabulous lever back design. It's got this dripping in diamond stiletto effect that I just cannot get enough of. This is going to be our diamond drop. Yeah, maybe a dressier look, but still, what are you going to wear to that wedding? What are you going to wear to that retirement party, that big, you know, the big night out at the vacation when you really go, you know, I guess everyone's going on cruises, right? You go to the, whatever they call that. I've never been on a cruise. I spent a lot of time on boats, but not a big cruise liner. So I'm not sure what all it's like, but you know, you got the big fancy formal dinner and you're dressing up and putting on the really amazing, the amazing threads, right? You're putting on the good stuff. This is the earring you wear. It's 1110-370, and it's a beautiful drop earring. And it goes from smaller to larger and smaller to larger. And I say 2 different because there are 2 different setting styles. The top lever back in the front is a different setting style than here. These are baskets from really the most of it here from the base down. And then up top in front of your lever back are actually bead set diamonds that are giving you still that smaller to larger as it goes top to bottom. So it's a beautiful look. I'm going to try them on because, you know, I like to think that that helps you kind of determine if they're right for you by seeing them on. It's 87 points among, once again, bigger stones throughout. That's lovely to see. And yet a huge value here on another last call. We have white gold only here as well. So do not have yellow, do not have rose, just the white gold as you see them. I'm going to show you from a distance what they look like in their length, and then we are going to find a way to move them out the door, and that usually means a really big value. So welcome into the end of Friday night here. It's 45 minutes remaining. There's your 1 3/4 top to bottom, and then let me just show you how this works. It's a lever back, so it's just going to basically, I don't think these have ever been opened before, so let me see if I can get in there, and there you go. Yep. can tell when they're brand new. You can tell. You just literally, they've got the hinge, and we've already got a pair gone in white gold. So again, very, very limited. And even Tony's got some check-ins there on, is it about our fabulous band ring? Yes, it is. Miss Leopatra bought another. I love it. Thank you so much. Yes, very good. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you. Hi, Nicole. Better than wholesale? Don't even, I mean, how we do that, that value is just epic. That'll forever, forever be the most incredible value I think I bring. Anyway, I just wanted to show you, it's going to just literally, you just pop it up, click it closed, you're good to go. Let me pop one on my ear for you as well as we take a close-up look at these 87 points in enormous diamonds. And it's got a nice wide opening too, so it's, I never understand when some earrings just open a little tiny bit and you have to finagle that post in your piercing. It's not the case here. This one's just a beautiful, beautiful way to go about it. And I do love this little stiletto stack here. Isn't that pretty? The way that they drop from the ear, the way they're giving you such a beautiful like icicle effect. I love that because of the narrowing and then the wider. Just it's subtle, but you see how they start a little more with that point and then drop and get a little bit larger. So it's really just it's a gorgeous design. You're seeing the white gold, which again is all we have for you. So the white gold is where you're going to stay. But I don't think there's a better way to show off our beautiful white diamonds than in the white gold. And they are no longer, oh, we're looking at a new price here I can show you what the price is going to be. It's going to be $29.99. We're doing better, lots better. I'm going to make these easy. I'm just keeping that marker out. I'm going to put my own prices on everything. We're going to do $9.99. Done. $9.99 will save you $2,000 on the earrings. And yeah, every woman needs a stud, a hoop, and a drop. I firmly believe that. If you have an ear piercing. If you don't, you need clip earrings. We very rarely see those in fine jewelry. But other than that, if you've got a piercing, you need a stud and a hoop and a drop, and that satisfies, I think, always the tougher one to achieve on the bingo card, which is the drop, because they get so pricey. Let's go back to the wheel. I'll show you what they look like again, and obviously it's a little shadowy where I'm standing, so it may not be the best way to see the spark of the diamonds, but it certainly is a great way to see the size and the movement and the drop they have and how long they are, and that is important. So our last call on our diamond drop stiletto earrings at $9.99. And again, this is when most folks have joined us on a Friday evening here, but it's only 40 minutes remaining. So let me know if we need to see anything recapped. We still also have a carat 70 yellow diamond coming up. I've got an assortment of opals. I'm going to do all of our best black opals, and we're going to clear them out of here with a big, big value. And again, I want to say thank you once again to everybody who picked up a diamond band today. Let me also say thank you once again. If you were lucky enough to get one, I'm so sorry if we ran out before you got one, but I am so, so happy for those of you that were able to get one. And what a piece. What a piece that is. You will love it. Okay, so $9.99, continuing to see those gorgeous drops out the door. And now we have the fabulous black opal wheel coming up next. I'm going to give these 60 seconds. Tony will give me a chance to get all these black opals together that are all going to be on a big discount clearance wheel. I still have a pair of Tanzanite drops in yellow gold actually coming your way as well. So that'll be here before you know it. And 40 minutes. So here's what I would also recommend doing. Give us your requests. Yes. Give us any and all requests you might have. Be sure you're with me all weekend. Reminder, the weekend shows are in the morning or afternoon hours, depending on where you live. 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific. I know it's a quick turnaround, so we're right back here to shop in the morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, 25 seconds left on the drop earrings. Tim, do you have a pair as well? Wonderful. All right. And then the opals, black opals coming up, all in platinum. On the way, platinum and black opals, all out of Lightning Ridge, Australia. Can't wait to show those to you. And that's what I love, because opals are also different. There are never two that are exactly alike. So I like when we get similar sizes. I like that we put them together. So you're really finding which one is best for you. And I just say, there's a reason these came right after following consecutive with the band. If you were lucky enough to already own the band or get the band tonight, get this fabulous earring. And by the way, this is also a really cool thing. I know Mother's Day is around the corner, Easter's around the corner. We have a lot of springtime and summer events coming up. All these pieces tonight are going right out to you. They don't have to be made. They're here, they're ready to go, everything. So I know that for a period of time in February, we always have a little delay with shipping. That's normal. In February, we can get into that another time. It's I'll talk about that at some other time when we have more time. But February and March are always, there's a little extra delay. We get a little bit, again, kind of a little backed up with things. Everything that you're seeing tonight, everything that you shop for tonight is literally going out likely on Monday, depending on how much sizing we need to do. Sometimes it might take a day. Sometimes it takes 2 days. We get started on that tomorrow morning. Our jewelers are here even on the weekend. So it's going to be, a lot of these pieces are going to be out to you on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of this next week. So by the time I see you next Friday, you're going to have these pieces likely because they're all sitting here ready to go. They're made up, nothing. So if you're on a time crunch, you've got a special occasion in mind, you've got that event that you're going to, those diamond bands are going right out to you. The earrings are going right out to you because again, we're not selling what we don't have. It's just what's here. So that's critical too to remember. So the earrings I'm going to move aside. Same thing with these one-of-a-kind opals. Where should we begin? I'm going to start here. This is a Lightning Ridge black opal extravaganza we're about to embark on here. And I've got all four, but they're all, wow, that has been such a hit. I'm always amazed that so many people really want to find and get those really bright, solid cobalt neon blues. Definitely getting that there. And then the rest are going to be all the blues and greens together. These are all solid natural stones through and through. So this is the phenomenon called play of color. They're out of Australia. Lightning Ridge is the name of the mine in Australia. And look at this, oh, this one with the diamonds. Look at that, with a lot of big diamonds around. I'm going to zoom back, and then we're going to start to walk you through. And by the way, the diamond earrings are still going out the door. Just because we moved on does not mean they're sold out yet. We started with 14 pairs, and it looks like we're down to 3. So we've got a few pairs of the diamond earrings still here for you. Again, don't let the earrings sell out. The diamond band did sell out. We have no more of them. Now we've got the earrings headed the same direction. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these, but they're all platinum. So you've got platinum settings. They do have to stay in the platinum. And then we're going to walk you through the carat weights and the diamond weights. So that would be the center stones first, the diamond weights with it. I'll scoot them up a little bit. You know you've got a favorite. So let me know what that is and be on those phone lines early as usual. Let's start here in the center. It's the all blue 2 carat 46 cobalt. It's like blue lightning all the way through, and that's just got 2 impressive diamonds side and side. That's going to be 35 points in your just 2 big diamonds, a triple ribbed band with the blues of the opal. That's a 246. The next one, I'm going to go right over here. We'll just go around clockwise, and that's going to be the simple halo. No baguettes, just rounds. So that's the more simple, classic halo. That's going to be a 219. That's a 219 opal. Obviously, they all look bigger than that. Then you've got 61 points in diamonds. Then we head to the back, the rear, the center. That's going to be platinum with a 173 opal. Then you have 61 points in both baguettes and rounds. And then we go to the last, which definitely has, I would say, the biggest face to it. It's a 256. So it's actually, it is the biggest stone. Very rarely does that work out that way. It is a 256, largest look, largest carat weight, 256 center with another 53 points in diamonds. All in platinum, all the same price. Isn't that great? You're not choosing based on your budget. I'm bringing them all down to their lowest price possible. And I mean extra discounting for our last 35 minutes tonight. Got to move a lot of jewelry makeup for lost time. I know a lot of you just tune in at 7. That happens every night. It used to be our old start time. Now we start a couple hours earlier. We're not all used to it. So 7 o'clock is when a lot of you tune in. We've seen how busy it's been. Well, this is the time now. We're going extra discounting. We're making up for a quiet first few hours. So we're making up for it now. And that means what is supposed to take place right now is supposed to be $39.99 as my discount blowout best of the best clearance price. You're actually getting something way better. Like I said, we're putting values and discounts into overdrive. Big time overdrive. Get ready. Nobody's on the phone lines yet, and that means you probably think we're leaving them at $39.99 and you see that value. Well, that value is amazing, isn't it? It's not going to be $39.99. Anyone you want. And again, extra special values for the last 35 minutes we have together tonight. And then I'm right back here with you in the morning. We start at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're with me because very special announcement at 10 o'clock. at the very start of the show. So let me tell you, tell everybody who knows TVON, any of our jewelry lovers, any TVON family members, you got to be with us on Saturday morning as we start the show. But take a look at this. This is going to be wild. You take advantage of everything you need on that wheel. And if you can't decide, got money back guarantee here tonight. So go ahead and take advantage. If you can't decide, get a couple at home. But again, I think you're seeing the colors and the patterns right here. They move. They give you great looks here. What we got to do is just take them extra low. Not even $39.99 low. You got to understand, that's the price we're supposed to blow them out for tonight. We're going to make it better. How about it? Nobody on the phone lines yet. Here's what we can do. Got a very cool opportunity in platinum and diamonds and opals and blue greens and, of course, the blue in the center. I love that with those big, prominent pillars of diamonds. They're not $29. They're not $25. They're not $24.99. They're not $2,000. They're not going to be $19.99. This is only the most expensive, most valuable opal in the world. Above and beyond all the other opal varieties, from the Mexican fire opals to the crystal opals out of Ethiopia to every other opal. This is it. This is it. And look at the tiny little price tag we have up there. And yet, it's going to be better than $19.99. Better than $18.88. I told you, cranking those values up. Prices coming down, so values can be bigger than ever before. And it's not 18 or 17. Oh, $17.99. I just love that idea. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's get you an extra little lucky deal here. It's going to be a 60-second opportunity while they last. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do to bring them back because there are no two opals that are ever identical or exactly alike. But we gathered up everything that was of the same ilk, brought them on the same wheel. So if that's the kind of size you're looking for, somewhere between 2 and 3 carats, you've got your options here out of Australia's Lightning Ridge and set in platinum. Yes, indeed, set in platinum. And they're not going to be $17.99. They're $17.77 instead. So a mega value and only one of each. Obviously, we classified that. Yes. You got it. Center back. Here we go. This one's going to be item number for you, 6037. Tim, take a look at that on the hand, and that way you get to really see it move and see the player color playing. And then which one do you like, Jason? You got it. This is going to be the 173 and 61 points in diamonds. This does have the baguettes and the rounds together. So keep that in mind. That would be 1777. Tim's verifying. Now we have somebody asking about the front and center. The front and center is here. Look at that. That's going to be the solid blues. There are no greens, and yet it's blue like you've never seen a blue gem quite do before. This one's going to be 112, 7525. Here it is on the hand. Wow, look at that play. Look at that. So you don't always have to get a lot of variety of colors to get a lot of wow. And that's the proof right there. So you got it going on. And that's 1777 as well. That's a 246 and 35 points in diamonds. But remember, there are only 2 diamonds in that ring. So they are big time, extra special diamonds. And that's going to be a done deal. Let me know which one's your favorite. We're going to give it 60 seconds on this wheel. We've got to go. And please get requesting because I'm pretty much done showing you the jewelry. I've got a pair of Tanzanite drops and then I've got a yellow diamond. But we got 30 minutes. So that means we need you to show you what you want to see again, recapped. Or do you want me to bring something back out from the vault? We can do that too. Like whatever you're thinking about, whatever you can dream up, whatever you can even remember that you want from your wish list. Okay. Yeah, just 2 diamonds in that one though. So Jason, they're going to be about, you figure about 17.5 to 18 points on each one of those. They're bookending. They've got the platinum that's a triple rib design, so it's a nice heavyweight to that band. So a lot of platinum going on all 4 of these rings, but it sounds like the blue one front and center may be the first one to be spoken for and get its home. And congratulations. And by the way, I think our $14.99 necklace, am I wrong or am I right? Is that still here? The $14.99 platinum and diamond necklace with all those bezel set diamonds. Just a little heads up, I believe this one is still here. So you've got item number, just a refresher for those of you that did just tune in at 7. It's going to be our 112-7591 platinum entirely, 18 inches in length, that beautiful collar drop style with 10 individual bigger diamonds. That's 35 points and a lot of platinum. That is a $1,499 necklace. It's not really a $1,499 necklace. It just is tonight. It's a $10,000 necklace that happens to be under $1,500 for an entire platinum and diamond necklace. Makes no sense. Like everything we've been doing tonight is kind of wonky and wacky, and we love it that way because that means you're shopping jewelry like nowhere else. And I mean nowhere else. I always say, if you know a place to shop for jewelry better than TVON, please let a girl know, because I love jewelry like you do. So if there is a place, I've never encountered one. I've never had anybody tell me about one, but if you know of a place that has jewelry like we do for values like we do, please let me in on the secret, because I want to shop there too. That's the thing. I've never encountered this, and I've been in this business a long time. I got plucked from the sidelines of basketball games to come do this home shopping thing at a very young age. and just kind of did it recreationally for a minute, and then just, you know, it became a thing. So it's funny how life works that way, right? It's just amazing how, again, never dreamed in my wildest dreams I'd be talking about jewelry for a living on TV every day, but that's what I've done for a long, long time. So I've seen it all, and yet $1,777 for black opals, discounts like this, and yet I've never been, none of us have ever lived in an era of diamonds and gold and gemstones like we are living in. And yet, look at that. We are completely, just truly ignoring everything that's supposed to be happening in this commodity of gold and diamonds and gems and everything else. And we are saying, here are the values, good as ever and better. So here's my Tanzanite drop earring, because I know we have a few of you who have been asking me for Tanzanite drops. I've got one pair. There's a dangling movement, articulation to them as well, which I think is very elegant. I'm going to show them to you next. So if you want a Tanzanite drop earring, I will tell you they're in yellow gold. They have to stay in yellow gold. Hey, Jason, are you taking that centerpiece or not yet? Okay. So my opals are a no-go. Tony, was that a I heard from you back there? Is that a yeah, tell me about it. See, I have to be all professional and everything, but I got my own okay. It doesn't all sound that eloquent to go, It's like, yeah, I try not to do that. Yes. Of course. Here it is. Back side of the front. What's the back of the front look like? There it is, the back of the front. And it's solid all through and through. We don't have like doublets or triplets in our opals. We never do. Because usually to get a cut, did you just say it again? Tony's in this like separate room behind a big old block door, and I can sometimes hear him. I know, it's weird, right? It's weird. It's not the first weird thing to happen tonight, but it's weird. 1777. We're going to play the who can do the onomatopoeia better. All right, 1777, last call. I know we're busy on the line, so it sounds like a few of those are headed on out. Don't forget about that platinum and diamond necklace either, because the platinum and diamond necklace, yeah. Thank you. This one is sold. Who got it, Jason? I love that one. It caught my eye, too. I think that's what I would have chosen as well, actually. Truth be told, I really enjoy that Roval stone. I love the way the blues, it looks like blue lightning. It looks like some kind of weird phenomenon in the sky that has been captured there in that natural stone. Mama Nature, she is impressive, isn't she? She does some cool things. So well done there. 3 left to go. We're leaving the blues and greens in platinum. We'll get to our Tanzanite drop earrings next. And then anything else, anything. Let me know what we want to bring out from the vault for you. We will do it gladly. Maybe it's something you're still thinking about from earlier this week or last week or a couple months ago. It's fine. We've got access to everything. As long as it's not in somebody else's house already, we can bring it on out to you. Yes, occasionally you'll make requests, and yeah, the pieces are usually already sold, but if it is here, we'll gladly bring it on out, help you out, show it to you, get you great value. Okay, so next up, I'm going to take those opals away, and we're going to try my best here. This is always a tricky earring to show because they don't like to be set down and they don't like to be held either. So it's a tricky one, but worth it because they are one of our few drops. Well, let me rephrase that. We got some drop earrings in Tanzanite. They're just all tend to be like $20,000 and $30,000. So let's get you a more affordable way to do a drop earring like you see here. This is going to be a little pear shape that's open at the top in diamonds. Your big Tanzanites are ovals. It's going to be 112748. And again, we're back in the morning in a few hours, like 14 and a half hours. I'm standing right here with you doing it again, God willing. So be with me tomorrow. Big announcement at the top of the show at 10. So you do not want to miss it. And yeah, be here. Be here. We will have a blast. But look at this. You've got the Tanzanite ovals, which is 712 of total weight here in your Tanzanite ovals. You've got the beautiful 50 points in diamonds. It's a pear shape up top, post and butterfly backing. In the yellow, they stay. There's 50 points in diamonds, yet they've got this beautiful drop and also movement to them. And then we'll show you what this looks like from a length perspective. There you go, 1.25 inch top to bottom. I'll try to pop one on very quickly. I am going to remove those opals very quickly, excuse my reach, but I do want to show you what they look like close up. And I know it's a little trickier here because there are two moving parts. There's the halo in diamonds, which is separate from the tanzanites, and I just want you to get a really good look at the tansies. And they're meant to be displayed on the ear, not on a wheel. So let me do this. I'll hold one up as best I can. And that's why these are just tricky. It's probably why they're here. And I'll hold one up so you can see the quality. And let me get the fingerprint off of it. And then we're going to give you a great value. There's only one pair, so come on in on the early side. The giveaways are in full stride. Got you a lot of great giveaways tonight on everything. You let me know what you want to see. If you haven't seen the perfect piece yet, we can bring it on out. But this earring is a $99.99 earring. Let me show you the other here very quickly as well. Why not? I want to make sure you see how beautifully they match, how the colors and most importantly, those red flashes are super consistent. Let me just pop this one up a little bit more to your eye here. And there it is. We're going to make this better than even $49, $39.99. A blowout. You're getting about it's about $360 each in each stone. And then, of course, beautiful details from now to see this mounting with that pear shape, then this section, all these different sections of diamonds you have. I'm going to go ahead and show you one here on the hand, and then I'm going to try to remove my earring with one hand and show you one on the ear as well. So let's see how skilled I am at trying on jewelry on live nationwide TV. But this is going to be a better value than $39. So that's going to be what it's all about. And yet it is for one caller. They are $3,499. And I do have one on. I don't have a backing, so we're going to do this quickly. And there they are. Obviously no backing, so it might be falling a little bit. It will not do that on you because you're going to have a backing. But that's to give you a little size reference point there. $34.99, back to the wheel, or back to the hand rather, where I've got the one and soon to be two here. Matched up side by side, last call on some beautiful Tanzanite drop earrings. Look at those. They are just beautiful, but they do stay in the yellow gold. And what a value that is. There they are. And I love the movement because, again, it's independently moving. There's an O-ring that attaches the oval, and then there's an O-ring that attaches its outside halo. So you're getting a little bit of extra movement there because each piece is going to move independently, but they'll never twist or turn. You're never going to be looking at the back unless someone's behind you. So $34.99 on the Tanzanite earring drop. Staying in the yellow, classic ovals. Do you have a yellow? Do you have an oval blue wing you're trying to match back to? You need the earrings to go with a ring, or maybe the earrings to go with a pendant that you already are lucky enough to have. This is the way to do it at $34.99. Now, we're going to get into recaps if we have no requests. I've shown you everything we've got today except the Paraiba. We had a Paraiba in quartz. We have a Paraiba that's faceted as well. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Great workmanship, beautiful details. And now we go back to something I really want to show you all on its own and all by itself, because I'm still a little bit amazed that it's made it this far. And actually it was one of those tricky ones because it sold right out the gate. And it is our rare Iolite, looking like a Tanzanite, looking like a Ceylon blue sapphire or a cashmere sapphire. Yet it's our fabulous only Iolite in the collection. I'm going to give you a great value. It's 112-2433. That is a marquees cut, so it's a fancy cut. You don't see many Iolites in general. We don't see a lot of the quality has to be of a certain level for us to bring it. Most Iolites, I was touching on this earlier, very washed out looking. They look like a lighter blue that's kind of like you swirled a paintbrush through it and got a little bit of inconsistent color. That's what a lot of Iolites look like. That's just how they look. This is our 263, consistent, top, saturated, bright color. That's what we're bringing. And the whole ring in 14 karat white gold with those chevrons and diamonds on the sides is all here for only $888. So that just makes it all the more interesting, does it not? The Tanzanite drop earrings are verifying right now, but at the moment still here. So let me know if you would like to get those for your collection. We'll help you out. And then, of course, anything else you want to see before we go or any requests we can bring out. This is the time to do it. So please let me know. We had the paw drop earrings that were actually a request. Those are still here if you'd like to get them. A kunzite here earlier that was very, very large. The Dragonfly is a beauty, I will say. The Dragonfly is something very special with cat's eyes and rubies and diamonds. So there's a lot of great designer jewelry here, but that's the Iolite. Let me try it on for you, and then we'll do a few other recaps here quickly before we go. Again, about to sign off on our Friday evening together. We are back in the morning to do it again, though. So you got jewelry. It's just one beautiful parade of jewelry all weekend long. And I do want to also just recap. There's a, it's probably besides the diamond band, it's related. It certainly looks like a great match. And you know what's interesting? I was thinking about putting the band next to this. Just want to show it one more time. I know it's a little bit unusual to see large white zircons, and they are very, very rare. That is for sure. This is just something I want to bring back out because, again, a lot of late arrivals to our show tonight. This is the 4.5 carat white zircon. It's a 10mm stone with a carat 36 in white diamonds around it. This is not a simulated or synthetic stone. It is a natural and rare stone, actually. You've seen the zircons. We had a whole gem wheel earlier with the pink and the golden and the green and the blue, which I think are all still here if you want to inquire about any of those zircons we had on part of a wheel deal. But this was where it all started, with this bright, colorless white zircon that is so dynamic. 4.5 carats. It's at $2,500 to open. It does stay in the white gold, so it does have to stay just like you see it. I don't think you'd want it any other way because a lot of times we utilize, in the world at large, most diamonds, especially the bigger they go, are going to have some yellow or brown, what we call body color. They have a very visible, you've probably seen them before, where it looks where you're not maybe sure upon first glance, is it a champagne diamond, is it a yellowy diamond? And they actually aren't the more rare varieties. They're just not so great white diamonds, where they have some of that body color that takes away from the brilliance and the life of what a really good white diamond should give. This is the look of a blue white diamond. Come on over and take a look at it. We'll get you another look on the hand here as well. And again, that's a very rare stone because you don't see many of the big white zircons. They're a real rarity. They're a real novelty in the business, in the collectible arena. And it's at $2,500 open if you want to get it started. And I think it looks even more breathtaking on the hand because it is that option where, let's say, a lot of us would love to have a 5-carat white diamond, I have no doubt. Here's the problem. That's where diamonds get really, really expensive. You can get diamonds for cheap if you really don't have a much quality standard. Diamonds don't have to be expensive. It's when you get the 4 Cs at really high levels that they become expensive. It's when you also dive into the bigger sizes of the world. That's when they get expensive. So to have a 4.5 carat, because most of us are not going to go out and say, yeah, let me just, I'll take one of those rubies, tanzanites, and you know what? Throw in the 5-carat white diamond. I'll take that too. We can't necessarily do that because they cost the price of a really beautiful home and all the cars in the garage and maybe the sailboat that's at the marina. Like that's what you pay for a really big white diamond. Well, here is the next best thing, but actually better because it's more rare. It is much more rare to find a large white zircon. It's at $2,500 to open. If anybody would like it right now, I'll tell you what, we're at the end of the show. We've got literally 16 minutes remaining. It's not a lot of time, that is for sure. So let's make this really snappy and easy. And speaking of snap, it's got it. Better than diamond. Remember something, if you remember one thing I tell you ever about gems, diamonds are singly refractive. Yeah, they can be beautiful like the ones you're seeing around that halo and down the sides, but they are still only capable of so much because they are singly refractive like most stones are. That's where all the zircon family, no matter what color, has diamonds beat, is they are doubly refractive. So you get the light literally splitting into 2 as it enters the stone. So it comes back to the eye with that, right, what you're seeing right there, just that. That beautiful look. I could have the same size if I had a bright white, very large, round, brilliant diamond of that size, and it was top everything. Let's say it was a D flawless. It's still not going to look like that does. It's still not going to be that level of fiery quality. Why? because it is singly refractive versus doubly refractive. The zircon is double refractive. It's why all these zircons, whether it's the red or the green, granted some of the deeper colors do tend to mask a little bit of that rainbow brilliance. So the white zircon is actually where you get the most look there, the most wow factor. That's what you have. Here, right now, is actually something, even if you have a diamond the same size, and you want to put it next to it, this one's going to be a lot more sparkle. And that's why I love a zircon, because I like sparkle the most. That's the #1 C in my book, is giving me, I really want clarity, because if clarity's there, you're going to get a really good snap and sparkle and dispersion and fire. And that's why I wear diamonds. I love the fire they give. The zircon's doing it better, and you know what? If anybody would like it, I'm going to make it $2,499 just to send it on out, because we're at the end of the show and we've got hopefully some other things to show, recap, talk about. The only caveat is it's got to stay in the white gold, but we'll still make it in your size. So it's an easy deal, a wonderful value, a $24.99 dandy of a ring, and it's going to look like and the only warning I have for you is that it's probably going to make your white diamonds look subpar. It may, and that's even if I know you have really gorgeous diamond pieces at home. It might might make your other big white diamonds look a little bit kind of flat, because that's the zircon magic. So $24.99. Let me know if you have any questions before we go. Last call on our show. Let's see if we have anything else we can bring out that's exciting and new and fresh and different. Do we have any mandarin garnet lovers? Do we have anybody looking for a horseshoe necklace? I have multiple horseshoes brought together. We had a little F1 race car earlier in a brooch. That was immediate. That was quick to go. But we have other great pieces as well we can bring out that are whimsical or classic. We can bring you just a variety of many different things. We've got a true beautiful marquees blue sapphire. That's nice. We had an oval earlier. It's still here. Any questions? How about a big aqua? Big emerald pendant? Big peach sapphire, that's otherwise known as padparasha. Do we need to see the pink purple copper bearing Paraiba? I have one. Just flashing it here for you really quickly. Just always fun to see these rarities. That's a purple Paraiba. Neon, you bet. Beautifully cut, to say the least. That is here. That's going to be something you want to take a look at. Let me also remind you about the Scapolite we had marked down earlier. The beautiful private collection 204. This was 11264.92 in the purple rich color Scapolite. I must be the only person on planet Earth that loves those white zircons. I love them. I love them. I just love them. I remember though, that's not true, because you guys really loved the earrings we did. We did a stud not so long ago. We did a beautiful, if you have them, the ring would be beautiful with it. We did the big zircon studs, and they were, I think they were gone in 40 seconds. So yeah, we had like 17 pairs and they were just gone. So yeah, that'd be beautiful with it. All right, let's talk Scapolites. Our 204 private collection Scapolite with a carat 20 in diamonds set in this dome style. It's not an overwhelming big up top rounded dome. It sits a little more low profile, which I think is helpful to a lot of people who want practicality and wearability. That you have here, and that's going to be the richest, brightest Scapolite we have. Bright, bright, bright colors. Sometimes they can be more lavender and they're still pretty. This has just got that really deep, intense purple and looks like a purple diamond, if you ask me. And most people, I think, would assume. I don't think a lot of people are going to come up to you and say, I love your Scapolite. That's probably a rarity. But it might just read as like a purple diamond because of the way that that round is cut, the way it's reflecting light. It's a carat 20 in diamonds, finished on the inside, stays in the white gold, and we have that one down to $19.99. So a big time value there at $19.99 with all this gorgeous finishing all the way throughout. That's what it looks like. There's even, I do want to just have you take a look at the inside to see the clarity of that stone from behind. It's the best way to really take note of a clarity, because a lot of times faceting can actually hide a few inclusions. Good faceting can do that. We've got a new yellow diamond, meaning new, we haven't seen it yet tonight, so we'll see that really quickly. A marquees yellow diamond coming up. Remember, we still had the big cocktail ring with all the different yellow diamonds within it. That is still here. Our Scapolite is still here. That mounting costs $1,000 more when it was debuted. So just a little heads up on value. That mounting would be way more today, and yet you've got the really important rare Scapolite in the center. Now here's our big yellow diamond marquees. Well, now we're cooking. Look at that color. And you know, if they bothered to do like specific gradings on color, that would be called a vivid intense. And then you'd have to spend, you know, forget I said that, because then we should probably mark it up to like $16,000. It's item number 1126809. Any last minute requests for me before we go? We're down to 10 minutes left in the Friday. Friday night, coming to an end, 10 minutes remaining. What would you like to see? Because you know what happens at the end of every show, whether it's a Wednesday night or a Sunday morning or anything else. At the end of the show, pieces start to really rapidly go out the door because everyone's looking at the totality of the show and figuring, okay, here's my wish list. Let me get what I want now that I've seen everything in the assortment. Here is the time when you run the risk of missing out on your item unless you call early because it's a fight at the end. So this is our 18 karat yellow gold setting style. It has a 27-point marquees in the middle. And then notice how there's different levels. The ring really builds up. Even the halo of white diamonds around the yellow is on two different planes. See that? Lower and taller. The left side is taller than the right side, but it's still framing it like a halo, but giving a little more interest, not to mention the way the band curves and meets up at different angles. I think that is a beautiful sculptural modern ring. Go ahead, Jason. You got it. Did you say Marty? Marnie. Marnie wants to see the horseshoes. You got it. We'll bring it on out. I was looking for any equestrians or anybody who considers the horseshoe good luck, which I think is a lot of us. So we'll bring that out for you, Marnie, coming up. This one's going to go fast. It's going to be our 27-pointer with 21 points in white diamonds, and it's still 18 karat solid yellow. Let's make this one really easy. Yes. Karen? Purple Paraiba, you got it. It's coming up right after our horseshoe necklace. This one will be gone, $9.99, done deal. Let me try it on for you very quickly. And then we're about to say goodnight. So of course, last minute is when the requests start coming on in. So do let me know if you have one as well. We've got some lined up. I'm gonna try this on really fast for you so you can see what that'll look like. Two ways to wear it because there's a point that's created by that mounting, the way it comes to that point up here. So obviously you can wear it that way or this way, however you like. But that's an awfully pretty design for $9.99. You're getting a 27-point, about as bright and pristine as a yellow diamond gets. Now we have the horseshoe necklace. Let's take a look at this up close as well. This is a series of mattified, matte finish, and diamond pave horseshoes, 5 of them together. And I know this is the thing, guys, for those of you who are saying, but some are right side up and some are upside down. Well, the reason they did that was because, again, there are two different perspectives, you, the wearer, and everyone else. So again, some are right side up to everyone else, observers of your neckline, and the other ones are right side up to you. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we go. 10 points in diamonds, 18 karat gold, white gold only, item number 7185. And this is the back side. So this is also going to feel a bit like a collar. Speaking of collars, I think that diamond necklace with the platinum and the bezel set diamonds is also still available. If you'd like to get that for $14.99, this is on an adjustable chain. So it's 18 inches, but you can make it shorter. So that's a great look. You can see side to side how beautiful those horseshoes are. So it's creating that side to side, east to west kind of collar look when it's on the neckline. And this is only $599. And this is where you'll adjust. So again, 18 inches at its longest length, or slide that little bead in to make it shorter, and you can get really fine about what length you need. Yes. Thank you. The marquees yellow is gone. Let me take this on over to the neckline. Show you there. 18 inches. Obviously, you can shorten it as high up as you want to go with that great adjustability with that bead. So just going to show it to you there from a distance so you get an idea of the size and the scale. Also, the diamond cut chain looks great. We'll take it back up close. It's $5.99. And then, Karen, we're going to show you the purple Paraiba coming up next. And there's our horseshoe necklace. That was from Marnie. And then here we go, but the first caller can pick it up. And then here we go with the purple Paraiba, which may be how we wrap up this show. Awfully beautiful and rare too. For as beautiful as it is even more rare. It really is. Truly, truly is. Our horseshoe necklace is here, but this is $77.47. And that's a 706. So we got our 7s going on here. A beautiful look. Don't forget our Iolite marquees is still here as well. We've got the big old yellow diamond cocktail ring. The marquees is gone, but we have the big pear-shaped design still here for you as well. But now we're talking about a 706 with a carat 09 in diamonds, all bigger rounds throughout, and that's 7747, and that is a purple Paraiba. So Paraibas give you a different type of purple, not like the Scapolite, not like an amethyst, not like a sapphire or a Tanzanite either. It's really about a neon purple pink, and that's what you have here. Wide band, cut out details, all bigger diamonds throughout. It's in white gold only, and that is a fabulous cut. You see the very circular style table facet for that roval style stone. Here's what it looks like, because the flash is going to become a little bit more prominent here. When you're up close, you're going to see a few little natural inclusions, because most Paraibas and tourmalines in general are heavily included. This is our 7-carat/06 copper, so you expect to get even more inclusions. Well, that's our 706 with 109. It's a $14,999 ring. End of the show is here. We're really busy on the lines. Like I said, a lot of the pieces from tonight, likely every piece from tonight, will go. But this one's actually going to be a whole lot more affordable at the end of our show. What a finale. And may not be our last piece either if we get it out the door in a hurry, which is my intention. Not $99.99. There's $5,000 saved. And I'll take you a lot lower than, well, $99, $89, $79. Here's the problem. It's a 706 stone. That's huge. They go for $60 and $70 and $80,000 a carat. What, $10,000, $7,000? This is not normal. That's basically at $79.99. We're at $1,000 a carat for the stone and $9.99 for the mounting. I wish we could make mountings like that for $9.99. That would be maybe if it was sterling silver with no diamonds. It's not even $79.99. It's a roval stone, fancy cut. This is like a kaleidoscope. When you look at the faceting, it looks more like a kaleidoscope than it does a typical round stone, does it not? And I'm actually going to take it below $1,000 a carat so you can get the deal even if you just want it for the stone. Even if you just want it for that super ultra rare collectible gem in the middle, it's $69.99. First caller on that one, so giving away some Paraiba at the end of the night. Can't argue with that. And a beautiful piece. For example, I have a carat 44 blue green. It's more money. It's more money. It's a carat 44. It's more than $7 by a mile. It's a lot more than $7,000. So this is the value that we're putting together on a very, very rare gem. Let me know if you have any questions about anything we've seen tonight. We have 3 minutes left. I'm back with you in the morning. We have a big announcement at the top of the show. So if you are, especially, for those of you that are really, want to keep up to date with what's going on at TVON, you got to be with us at 10 o'clock. I promise it's not a schedule change, okay? I know. Don't get excited. It's not a schedule change. It is not. Usually all of my announcements for the last 6 months have been about schedule changes. It's not. The schedule is not changing. That's good. So no personnel changes, no schedule changes. So that's my hint. But there's a really big announcement, and it's a good one, coming up at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure you join me right at the top, because you're not going to want to miss a minute of this weekend's shows. Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Those are Pacific times. That's noon to 3 Central Time. That's 1 to 4 in the afternoon for the East Coast time zone. So make sure 10 to 1 Pacific, Saturday and Sunday, two of the biggest, most important shows you will have ever seen here at TVON. And they're happening in a few hours. We kick it off in 14 hours and 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So be sure to be with me for that. Is it ever going to be fun? We're going to have a blast. So make sure you're with me all weekend long. We would love to have your company, and we'd love to have you participate in something very special. So final minute and a half now. We've got or so left. So this is last call. Yes, I'll go ahead and flash the Scapolite again. Here's the 1999 rich purple Scapolite with, there's the purple difference there. There's the difference between purple neon and more of a classic royal purple in the Scapolite. That's going to have a carat 20 in diamonds, $19.99. Here is just a quick look. I am still a little bit incredulous over this yellow diamond masterpiece here. It's our big cocktail ring. I'll try it on the hand here because it's going to be where it works. It's a huge ring. It's a carat 90 in yellow diamonds that are all natural. Big stones in the middle, smaller stones paved around the edge. That ring is $15.99. Stays in yellow gold, we can size it for you. It's beautiful that way, but I think it's really good this way as well. I think index and middle fingers, because it was over an inch in length there from top to bottom. So you may want to wear that there. That is item number 112, 4641, if you'd like to get that. And of course, yellow gold and yellow diamonds really is a match made in heaven. So you've got that combination there. Beautiful yellow gold ring. This is smooth, by the way. So for as big a ring is, it's very easy to wear. It's got the classic band in the back, which we're going to size. It's got a nice smooth finish from the pave on the outside, and the bezel sets on the inside. It's $1,599 only. So this is the chance to pick it up. And that is, again, these are values that you cannot miss out on. Please do not please do not. Call us. We'll be here for you for a couple minutes after we go off the air in about 25 seconds. I'll be with you here in the phone bank. We'll take your orders. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll even take requests for tomorrow if you have them as well. But remember, must be with me tomorrow right at the start, right at the beginning, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Both of our weekend shows are those times, 3 hours each day. Can't wait to see you then. We're going to have a blast. So thank you so much for joining me, watching and shopping this Friday evening. Have a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. I'll see you in the morning.